Nobody's gonna take my car, I'm gonna race it to the ground. Nobody's gonna beat my car, I'm gonna break the speed of sound. I love it, I need it, I bleed it. Yeah, it's okay, alright, hold tight. I'm a highway star, I'm a highway star.
Hello everybody and welcome to Atlanta Motor Speedway for tonight's running of the Quaker State 400, race 18 out of 36 tonight here at Atlanta. We're set for some more super speedway action here in the Goatco Cup Series. I am joined by my booth host tonight, Gavin Beers 12. Fresh off a fun weekend at Pocono, man, we're back in the booth for yet another Goatco race. How you feeling?
Back to business. It's time to take a little bit of a break from those big 2-mile ovals. It's time to take it down to that 1.5-mile-and-a-half racetrack, the high banks of Atlanta. Super speedway racing, put on a tiny little racetrack. It is going to be a phenomenal race, as always.
1 second. One thing I'm going to say about this race is the biggest difference between, in my opinion, some of these races is this race means a lot more. When it comes to the playoff grid, when it comes to a lot of things that we have not considered, I mean, we got a lot of things to consider. We got playoffs to consider, but we also have a fun thing. I'm going to try to get it pulled up here. Let's see if I can. Yes, here it is. Alright, there it is. We have an in-season tournament for Goatco. Goatco in-season challenge. Yeah, this is oh, I made it too big. Yeah, this is going to be fun. A lot of things to consider with this. But yes, fill out your brackets. Take a screenshot of it. Let us know what you come up with. A lot of crazy matchups tonight. Like Tyler McDonald is going to be facing Carson Hocevar. This is definitely gonna be one of those things to follow the next few races, Gavin.
Yeah, it really is. Both of those guys you just mentioned, Tyler McDonald and Carson Hocevar, super good here at Atlanta. But once again, a super speedway. The key to this is uncertainty. Nobody knows what is going to happen on these super speedways. Literally anything can happen. The outcome can be anything possible. If you can think it can happen on these super speedways. So it's going to be very fun to watch through the next couple of weeks, especially going into next week, a street course race in Chicago. It is just, the schedule is completely shooken up now, and it's all wild cards from here.
Yeah, all wild cards indeed. But honestly, Atlanta's such a hybrid super speedway that honestly, like, calling it a super speedway is not totally accurate to how it races. I mean, honestly, like, just think about that logically there for a minute. Calling Atlanta a super speedway is pretty tough because of just in general, it's such a hybrid. The way it races is so much different from a Daytona or a Talladega that honestly, it's really hard to predict what's going to happen. Welcome everybody to the chat. Love to see you all here. Crafty, David, Anthony, Caleb, Keelan, Crew. Glad to see you back here, man. All of you, welcome, welcome. Gonna be a fun race tonight, everybody. Chase Elliott grabs the pole for tonight's event. He's going to roll off with Denny Hamlin on his outside. Hey. Yeah, I think this is honestly going to be one of those races where, honestly, we're going to go green here, but let's just pull up that in-season tournament thing one more time. Look at some of these matchups. Ryan New's going to face Noah Gragson tonight. I mean, you would assume Blake Garcia is going to beat Austin Dillon, but also, I mean, let's just think about this logically. Anything can happen, so, especially at a super speedway. So chaos will be afoot. It's going to be a great race here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. A lot of heavy favorites starting in the rear of the field. Tyler McDonald, Ryan Newman, they're all the way back there. Blake Garcia as well. So we're going to have to see what happens tonight. The pace car lights are out here at Atlanta. Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin are on the front row for the start of the race. Let's get this one underway here in Georgia. More green flag racing here. Let's get it going.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah. Elliott rocketing through turns 1 and 2. Denny Hamlin hugging tight on his outside door. Oh, there goes Mason Suit all the way down to the bottom, trying to jump out of line early and make up those spots while everybody's still bunched up. We talked about, there's Ryan Blaney getting put in the sucker hole, but we talked about how things are going to be different here in Atlanta with this type of super speedway racing. Mason, I don't think he's learned anything from Daytona or Talladega. He is making moves early.
Already 3 wide on the inside, almost contact with the 20 of Bell as they race through turn 1 as the caution comes out early.
Caution's out. Something must have happened in the rear. There's Blake. Must have been Tyler McDonald involved. Yeah, early incident. Let's take a look what happened here. Big crash early here in Atlanta. Lap 2.
Hey, Speed, you have the in-season tournament thing up.
I shouldn't. Oh, wow. Okay. That's embarrassing. No one told me the right stages. I apologize. Yeah.
40 and 80.
I pressed stop on it and it didn't. I pressed like the little hide button and it didn't stop. So, my bad. It doesn't matter. OBS does not like me, everybody. I'm sorry.
The stages are 40, 40, and 80 if you needed them.
Okay, cool.
40, 80, 160.
Let's go take a look at what happened here. So, replay. McDonald looks like Ryan gets squeezed up top, and then Tyler just kind of piles in. Looks like a Ryan issue.
Yeah, right. That second kink on the front stretch really closes in. Right where the start finish line is, that little straight part is so wide, and then as you funnel down into turn 1, it literally acts as like a funnel. You see it here on this replay. There it is. It gets super wide on the straightaway here, right at the start finish line, and then this little kink right here heading into turn 1. You see those lines fade away. It gets so narrow entering the corner, and 3 wide just was not enough room for the 33 car.
Yeah, you're completely right on that. 33 gets squeezed and the 28 is involved. Guys on pit road early. Looks like Denny Hamlin was leading at the time of caution. Hello, Gavin in the chat. I have Gavin Beers 12 with me in the booth. Cody Booth, welcome to the stream, man. Hello from the Philippines. Yes, that's awesome. Again, yes. I think it's going to be a fun one tonight. Drop who's going to get it done down in the live chat below. We got a lot of options. Personally, for my pick, I think I'm going to have to go Tyler. I think Tyler's going to get it done tonight, personally. I think he's just one of those guys where you can't hold him down for long, and I think he's got the best shot to win here. And he won here last year, too, so it only makes sense to double up.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. Starting in the back, so some time to catch up. He was obviously in that first accident, but very long race here in Atlanta. A lot of time to catch up. It's going to be a fun race. And this track is very easy to make moves. Once you get big runs, you're able to make those passes, make those lines work. I think he's definitely one to contend at the end.
48. Number 48 of Alex Bowman. Good pick. He'll be up front. Gonna be a good race tonight. He's currently sitting 13th, actually. So, again, a lot to consider when it comes to Atlanta Motor Speedway in the in-season bracket. Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott, though, is our front row for the restart. Ma Buchanan and Joey Logano is in row 2. And then row 3 is going to consist of Mason and Christopher Bell. I'm sorry, I'm missing a lot of races. Oh, yeah, no, man, you're good. Just glad you're here now. I think this is going to be a fun event. Again, we talked about the hybrid super speedway racing. We already saw it there. They're not as kind of conjoined in a pack as they usually are at Daytona and Talladega. So that kind of changes the ball game a little bit with how you're able to make passes. I would be surprised if you're able to see later on guys just slinging it out there in 3 and 4.
Yeah, well, if you're able to run right up against the wall, you will gain time, especially as these runs progress. You will absolutely gain time as this nighttime starts to fall.
Yeah. Lights are off on the pace car. It's going to make its hard left onto pit road. Here we go. It's Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott coming back to the restart zone. More green flag racing here. Back at Atlanta. Let's get it back going.
Good launch out of those first 2 rows. Denny Hamlin firing on the inside line. He's got 2 cars lined up behind him, 2 Toyotas behind him as well. Make that 4, or no, rather 2, excuse me, on that inside line. Like the outside line starting to fall back. Chase Briscoe at 19 did not get a good restart. Elliott and Logano trying to use the side draft. Here goes a 55, popping to the inside, 3 wide down the backstretch.
55 wants some more action. Barely, almost turns. I believe that's BJ McLeod in the 78 car right there. Close one indeed. Here we go. Chase Elliott will take the lead early, but these guys are still getting squirrely back here. Mason still trying to shove his nose where it probably does not belong this early here. Everybody's switching around positions. Look at Kyle Larson, man, trying to find some clean air.
Yeah, a lot of jockeying for position throughout the pack. The front couple of cars all switching hands as well. The 9 of Chase Elliott to the lead. He's on the... Oh, and around goes a 75.
Big crash!
In front of the field.
Big incident here. It's the big one. 7 laps in.
Oh, boy. They're running so close to each other. One little mistake is all it takes. A one-car incident, and it just stacked up the entire field behind it.
Big crash here at Atlanta. Let's go take a look at a replay here of what happened. That's Corey LaJoy we're watching currently. Oh, wow. I'm not sure. It looks like the smoke was above. Happened further up. Who is that? That's like Chris Buescher area. Let's go take a look.
Yeah, it was a 75 of Parker Kligerman, the first that got a little bit sideways. He saved it.
There he is.
And then they all stacked up behind him.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Mason is going to turn the 75. Oh, and then they're just... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Big crash back here. 45 of Tyler Reddick's involved. Keep in mind, in-season tournament is going to be affected by all this. William Byron's involved. Look, Corey LaJoy, man. Wow, what a ride. Let's go on board with the 01 really quick and kind of see what he saw from his perspective. Smoke, big incident, and then, oh,
wow.
Oh, Ryan Newsom
completely over the
involved.
top. Yeah, completely over the top of a car. Corey LaJoy, we're not sure who he was on top of, but a big crash. Wild ride for him.
Yeah, our yellow flag remains out. Bob Buchanan will take over the lead after we had our first round of pit stops.
Autumn said to open traded paints.
I did.
Click Control R then. I don't know. She said her paint scheme was messed up or something.
Okay.
Maybe it's on her end. Anyway, I would like to formally apologize to these viewers of these hideous racers around me. One of them's name is Tyler McDonald. He's pretty sucky. And Ryan New, they're both pretty bad drivers. Okay, bye.
Okay. I can't grab it. Okay, it's fine. It's off screen. My bad. I'm trying to fix the paint schemes tonight. Let me go find the number 98 car. I'm gonna pull Blue Pick in here. Actually, I'm gonna pull Autumn in here. Hey, Autumn.
Hello.
What's your car look like? Is it yellow?
Yellow Jegs.
Okay, cool. I got it right. Thank
Mason
you.
should be 55 Richmar.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, looks like the paint schemes were loaded. Mason's actually got a paint scheme on. There it is. Alright. Early chaos here at Atlanta, guys. We've already had a crazy big one in turns 3 and 4, Gavin. We're going to see another one?
Oh, yeah. We've seen 2 wrecks so far, both of them a little ways off the restart. I definitely think that with this narrow racetrack, we are absolutely going to see more chaos. just 10 laps in, we've already got 2 cautions. Still 30 laps to go in stage 1, and then a whole lot more through the other 2 stages. We're definitely going to see more chaos.
Yeah, I was expecting that answer. Stages are 40. What's the other one?
40. Stage 2 ends at lap 80, and then stage 3 ends at lap 160.
All right, here we go. It's going to be a great restart here. Running order shuffled a little bit. Interesting that Mason's not giving up track position for pit strategy. So clearly he believes that track position is going to matter a little bit more. Clearly it does after that big crash at the back. Let's get it back going, though. It's Bob Buchanan on the front row and Christopher Bell coming back to the restart zone. We're back. Green flag racing here at Atlanta.
Good restart there for the outside of Christopher Bell. He's trying to clear the inside line of Bob Buchanan in the 57. 2 Toyotas going at it to turn 1. 57 with that inside line advantage. But here comes Bell back with help on the outside.
Bell's got help from Blaney, another Penske car. We know how strong they are at these super speedways. Way down low, I believe that is Autumn. Christopher Bell will take the lead, though. Mason trying to make something happen. Will he split up 3 off turn 4? No, he's not going to. Now he will. Here comes Mason to the outside. And look, Blaney.
Oh.
Big hit down the front straight away. Not sure if that'll be a caution, but big smash into the outside wall for Ryan Blaney. No yellow so far. We still have a green racetrack. And to the inside, here comes Bob Buchanan to the 57.
Yeah, big run there by the 57 to the inside, but the outside line is still connected better than the inside. 4 cars lined up out there, but now here comes a run on the outside. Bell trying to get help from Suarez and Ty Gibbs. Suarez now up the middle, and Bob Buchanan. Oh, and around goes a 43. Jones up into the wall in turn 1. That'll bring the caution out.
Another yellow comes out. 3 within the first, wow, the first 40 laps of stage 1. Hello, Shaz. Welcome to the chat, man. I'm glad to see you. It's been a while. I just gotta add as soon as they crash. Yeah, YouTube really trying to be like Fox to us right now. Somebody else had that problem earlier. But I would say this has been a very interesting opening segment. A lot of chaos. So there's Ryan Blaney who got turned around. Big hit for that 12 into the outside wall. There's Bob Buchanan trying to find the pace car along with everybody else. So stage 1 ends at lap 40. Bob Buchanan's going to pit, actually.
So far.
Chaos. Nothing but chaos, Gavin. That's what we've seen so far.
Oh, yeah. Caution after cautions breed cautions. And usually with these early cautions in a race, we see long green flag runs towards the middle and the end of the race. But here at Atlanta, with the way they've been racing, I don't know if we're ever going to see them stop wrecking. So far, I believe we've ran 3, maybe 4 green flag laps most without a caution. So hopefully we can see some good racing. Because when they race under green flag, that's super good stuff. They just can't seem to stop wrecking into each other.
Can't seem to get out of their own way with the yellows. Christopher Bell will assume the lead. Alex Bowman jumps up to second for the Alex Bowman fans here. Speed, who do you think will win at Atlanta this weekend? I don't know. I feel like we could see a Chase Elliott dub, but I'm also extremely biased. Or I feel like a Penske car could really get it done. I think it's just eventual until one of these Penske cars closes one of these races again. Can I get another shout out? Yes, Gavin. Hello. Lots of Gavins here.
Yeah, hi, Gavin.
I have a Gavin in the booth as well. 48 car, guys, jumps up to P2. He's going to restart on the outside of Christopher Bell. Lights are off, I believe, next time by. Ryan New and Tyler McDonald will jump up to, looks like that is 5th and 6th. All right. Blake Garcia, the 07. Let's go find where he's at. Oh, he's right there with them. I'm just blind. Oh, he's actually ahead of him. He's in 4th, yeah. Running the Gatorade car Tyler's running the Swedish Fish in Friends car, and Ryan's running that beautiful Dent Wizard car. Chase Elliott from Caleb. What's poppin', Gavin? Or what's up, Gavin? I just know what's poppin'. Who y'all having winning the bracket thingy? I do think Chase Elliott's going to win it. I think he's too consistent not to. I think he's got a great shot.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really looked at all of the matchups completely, but I know there's a couple of interesting ones. Blaney and Hocevar both super good at Atlanta. They're going to fight for it. One of them is going to be out. Keselowski and Busch, they have a history. It's going to be really interesting to watch. I'm sad that I'm not going to be able to watch it totally from being in the stands there, but it'll be fun either way.
Yeah. You know what's even crazier? We have a Goatco bracket. Goatco exceeds a challenge. Fill out your brackets today. No, but actually, this is pretty cool. Tonight's matchup is going to be Tyler McDonald versus Carson Hocevar. I think that's our matchup spotlight. That is, I feel like, just going to be filled with chaos. Hocevar is a chaotic driver. Tyler's super aggressive. Blake Garcia versus Austin Dillon, and Ryan New versus Noah Gregson. So, going to be a fun one tonight. I'm going to actually take that off the screen this time, and we're going to go back green flag racing here. Christopher Bell and Alex Bowman on the front row for the restart.
And in case you're tracking that McDonald and Hocevar battle, they're both lined up. Two cars, one lane separated on that inside line. So the 2877, that's the one to watch out for.
Yep, here we go. Christopher Bell and Alex Bowman to the restart zone. We're back racing here at Atlanta. And what? We did it go. I stand corrected. Never mind. We are not back racing at Atlanta.
Looks like the restart was waved off right as the pace car pulled off, so everybody thought they were going green. But that pace car already being off was supposed to come back out onto the racetrack.
There's
Luckily,
the pace
nobody
car.
ran into each other.
Yeah,
there it is.
That was actually really formal for everybody to not run each other over. You think Toyota, Ford, or Chevy will be able to win this one? I think.
I hope so.
I got a feeling Chevy's gonna get it done. I don't know why. It's gonna.
Oh, I read that wrong.
You did read that wrong. No, Dodge is gonna get this one done, Gavin.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
To throw it in there, I think the Toyotas, like you said, have a good shot to get this. Behind them, I think Chevys too. I think Fords really haven't showed up so far. We haven't ran many laps under green so far. Logano running in third. He's the highest one so far, but
I think he's talking
really too
about
early
this
to tell.
the IRL season.
Oh. Same thing.
Same thing. Close enough. Blake Garcia is going to be in fourth position for the restart here. Going to be an interesting one at that. Christopher Bell, a Toyota, and Alex Bowman, a Chevrolet on the bring up our front row for the restart here. Let's try to get this one back up to speed. Christopher Bell and Alex Bowman to the green flag here in Atlanta. We're back racing.
Good launch for the 20 of Bell. The inside line staying a little bit more connected than the outside. Blake Garcia falling back. McDonald now to the inside. He'll take that second position on the inside line away to push the 20 of Christopher Bell. Two Toyotas lined up down low. Then Alex Bowman in a Chevy. Logano in a Ford on the outside. Bowman's going to go to the front down the back.
You see Bowman edging ahead of the number 20 of Christopher Bell, but look at Mason. He's making his presence known all the way down on the bottom, splitting him three wide. Ryan gets hung out to dry. He's way up on the outside lane, tagging the wall a little bit right there. Mason with help from Denny Hamlin. Bowman and now has a challenger. Oh, big crash. There goes Chris Buescher around to the back. No caution.
Same exact move that we saw early in the race to bring out the first caution. Ryan gets caught three wide on the outside, and it just narrows up so much into turn one, they all ran out of room.
And the field has been cut in half. Now it's Blake Garcia with help from Carson Hocevar, the guy Tyler's competing against, up top trying to get the lead away. Mason slinging in and out of this. What is going on? Mason behind the 28 car. He's going to make contact with Christopher Bell. They're going to go up the track. Garcia's in the wall. 3 wide all the way back.
And that's going to shuffle out the 07 of Garcia. Look at him lined up behind him, training him on the inside. Now he's going to luckily pop back in line behind the 77 of Hocevar. Maybe not. No, yes, that is Hocevar back there. Now they go 3 wide once again. A close call for the 30 of Cooper Bryant. Eric Jones pushing up the racetrack. Now he's going to shove the 28 of McDonald as the 55 pops to the outside.
Mason trying to make some noise still on that outside lane. Jones is behind Tyler, a fellow Toyota, trying to help him. Whoa!
Mason almost into the back of the 43.
What is this?
Now Jones trying to look to the inside. He does get underneath the 28 car with help from the 41 of Cole Custer. He's going to take the lead away on the inside of 3.
Eric Jones with the lead here in Atlanta, but not for long. Coming back on the outside, that's Tyler McDonald with help from Mason in the 55 car. These guys getting squirrely early. We're not even racing for a stage win yet. We're still 20 laps away from that. So, someone's gonna tag the outside wall there. Field's been cut in half, but nonetheless, they continue to be aggressive. Here comes Mason to the inside. He wants the lead, and he'll take it.
That inside line is starting to fall back with Eric Jones there as they push 3 wide off the corner. A little bit of contact with Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell. They're able to keep it straight as they go side by side once again for the lead. Now the 28 gets pushed through to it as this main pack starts to get split.
Whoa! John Hunter's got a problem.
John Hunter Nemechek. Sparks coming out of his car. He's able to keep it straight, but they all get it somewhat sorted out down the backstretch.
I would not say that for long. These guys are being very aggressive. 3 wide again. Alex Bowman's your leader now down the front straightaway. Mason's getting help from Eric Jones and Kyle Busch. He always weasels his way up here at Atlanta to the inside. There goes Blake Garcia. He wants some more spots. He'll take him 3 wide on the bottom.
Yeah, a close call with Kyle Busch right there. He was almost into the door of the 41 of Custer, able to keep it straight as Blake now gaining a spot. Now 2 spots into 3 as they almost go 3 wide for the lead. Garcia wants his nose into this picture for the front.
Bowman and Hocevar hit pit road. Pit strategy already becoming a thing to keep your eye on. There's Mason side by side with Tyler entering turns 1 and 2. A Cole Custer. Whoa! Custer has to check up off the 28's back bumper. He's going to hold Blake Garcia up. And now Garcia's 3 wide with Brad Keselowski.
Keselowski trying to find some room as Bell luckily dives the pit road to get rid of that 3 wide battle. Now they go 3 wide for second. Garcia on the outside. He's trying to take that spot away. Can the momentum on the outside carry him off? No, it cannot. Jones down to push the 55. Garcia straight it on the outside. Now he's going to barely clear in line down low.
Mason is making some crazy moves, but Blake is right there with him. Look at the 07, man. He was 3 wide there for a moment. Now he's going to have to, guard that off, hold off that 55, guard that second spot as he tries to catch his teammate, Tyler McDonald, who's going to try to pull away with Chris Buescher.
Yeah, Buescher, I believe, is a lap car right now.
Yes.
Came down pit road, falling a lap down, so the 28 either being held up by him a lot or he's using it to catch that draft, and that's allowing him to stay in front of this pack. So that's a very good heads-up move by that 28 car to notice that he can get the draft if he bump drafts that 17 car. Don't want to pass him and shuffle him out because then you lose all that draft down the backstretch. Look at the time he's pulling away from this pack that is lined up 2 by 2 entering turn 3.
Gavin, for AIs, I'm pretty sure there are DNFs. And do you think Penske will get one tonight? They got a great shot at it. They just got to keep going here. Now, Ford's currently in somewhere in the top 10, so he's the second basis. So right now, though, this racing's getting even crazier.
Turn 1 up into the wall. A couple of cars went. Ryan Blaney was caught up. I believe the 98 of Autumn was there as well.
Not sure what happened. This second pack slowly but surely building. Ryan New kind of leading those guys. The ragtag group of survivors after the big split. There's Autumn right there. Biggest thing here is, let's go take a look at Tyler McDonald right now. He is just pulled away by pushing Chris Buescher out front. That lap car being super helpful for the 28 because he is gone.
Yeah, and the 17 coming down pit road, excuse me, got those fresh tires. That is really going to allow him to make faster lap time. So for Tyler, he's got a faster car in front of him to get the draft off of, and he's running single file. Now these guys in the second pack get down single file. That'll help them carry more speed. But running 2 by 2 like they were before is not the way to go if they want to catch somebody.
Chase Elliott getting shuffled out back there in the number 9 car. Your pole sitter slipping back just a tad. Gonna have to try to jump in line. Denny Hamlin goes wide in the corner. Not really sure what his plan is, except to get shuffled out. Garcia's on the apron, making some noise. Or a mistake. mistake. Mason will get that spot. Garcia was leading that pack. Now it's Mason's turn.
Yeah, the 07 got super sideways. They almost lost it. That stacked up that whole pack. They were trying to go single file to catch Tyler in the 28, who's got almost 3 seconds of a gap right now as the second pack heads down the front stretch to 55. Mason Sweet leading it into turn 1. Garcia pushing him. Chase Briscoe entering the picture as well, along with Eric Jones. So Toyota's really making their way to the front early.
Yeah, these guys are going. These Toyotas actually are running surprisingly well for a super speedway type of race. Right now, though, Garcia is on the back bumper of the 55 of Mason. Chase Elliott gets really tight up in that corner. We've seen this kind of all night long where these guys just keep getting tight and washing up the track, and it's hurting them big time.
Yeah, it really is. Chase Elliott had a close call there. He almost caused another accident as they were in turn 3. But now back to turn 1. He gets a single file in front of Denny Hamlin. And back up at this front pack. These two starting to pull away a little bit. The 55, the 07 starting to build a little bit of a gap over the rest of the pack right there. They're running second and third. And here's Tyler. He's got another car joining his pack. Daniel Suarez also came down pit road, merged out with him. Now they've got their lead down to 2 seconds over the rest of the pack. You saw as soon as those two got single file running second and third, the lap time started to catch up because they've got 3 super fast cars lined up trying to catch. And and sure enough. Oh, yeah, look at that big line of cars right there. All tracking Tyler down with under 7 laps to go in the stage.
Well, Ryan and Autumn have caught this group. So remember, all 4 of these cars right now are player cars, not AI. Tyler is dealing with AI up there. So this is going to be interesting to see. Autumn kind of got washed out of the group there. Eric Jones is fast, man. Look how fast that 43 is. Got that straight line speed. But there's Ryan, man. Another Penske car. We know he's strong. Do you think he'll be SVG? He's got a shot. A late race shot, possibly. He's ranked 23rd right now. Right now, the lead has only kind of just stabilized. These guys aren't really catching Tyler, but aren't really losing much time either. So, still about 5 laps to go in the stage, but Tyler's got a great shot to get another playoff point here at stage end.
It just seems like every week Tyler is just grabbing those playoff points and stealing them from everybody else with the big of a gap that he has right now. These guys, especially this late in the regular season, they are trying so hard. You can see the push from the 07 to the 55. He wants to get all the way back up to the front. There's Suarez coming to pit road. He was in a group with Tyler up there at the front. As you see that lap time, or the gap back to second place, dip all the way down 0.4 of a second from what it was a lap ago as he lost another pusher in the 99.
Yeah, that 99 car was really keeping them up. Now lap times are going to start fading. Keep in mind, though, Tyler is on pace to win the regular season championship. So if you're in battling with Tyler in points, like Blake or Ryan, you need to keep that in mind and try to get up past that 28 car and go win this stage. But remember, everybody, this isn't just a playoff format. This is the chase. So we only have 10 races in it. It's not a round by round thing. So that's the interesting part about the Goatco playoffs. We're doing the chase. Lap times have faded, though, down to 5 100s only ahead. They have caught that 28 car. He ran away and hit for a bit, but now it's time to pay the piper.
Yeah, right at the end of the stage, under 4 laps to go right now. Here comes a 55. He's got a big run. Where does he go? To the inside. He takes his move underneath the 28. Blake now going to push his teammate on the outside line. They could not form a run, and Ryan goes to the inside for third.
Yeah, this is what you want to see. Action up front at the end of the stage here. Biggest thing is, though, Mason does not need those points. He's just out here to go get a trophy, but he doesn't care. He wants to lead laps. We've had 15 lead changes so far today. Autumn helping the 33 of Ryan. This is exactly what he wants to see with 2 laps to go. Whoa, there goes Mason. He's way up the track. What a save from that 55 car. That's going to all but screw Tyler's chances of getting that stage victory. Back up front, who is it? It's Ryan New, man. He's on pace to win this stage. Autumn in tow behind him.
Unbelievable save by the 55 as Ryan New trying to take the stage win. Autumn looking for a way around. Where does she go? He gets a shove, and to pit road goes to 17. They all got sideways in that top pack. Only 3 cars fighting for the end of this stage win.
This is it. White flag at the line. Garcia trying to push the 98 desperately to get back up there. But Ryan's got a strong Penske machine to the outside. Here comes Blake trying to make some headway. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to.
They're Gonna come with a big head of steam off turn 2. Oh, Blake tried to line up with the 98, couldn't quite get there. One final shot to turn 3 is all it's gonna take.
Here we go into 3 and 4 for the final time in stage 1. Can the 98, the 07 work together? Oh, Blake's gonna spin her. There goes Autumn. She spins out of the infield. Checkered flag for Ryan at the stage. Wow.
Such big shoves we saw twice now. The leader in turn 3, or a car in turn 3, getting bumped out of the way and sent around, not intentionally, but just the shoves are so big, everybody trying to get as many points as they can, and it just does not end up working.
That was truly chaotic right there. Mason's there after having a great save. We gotta go take a look at that really quick.
And oh, by the way, we're only a quarter of the way through this race so far, too.
We're going to go take a look at this end of this stage right here. Blake putting it all on the line. Look at this. Really just gets into her, trying to push Autumn. And just shove gone wrong here at the end of this one. Ooh, just gets into her, and then she just, struggles to save the car after that. Spins. Ryan Do, though, man, gets it done at the stage. We're going to go ahead and pull him in here for his interview. Stage end. Ryan, man, you get stage 1 done. Not without some trouble there, but still got it done nonetheless. Congratulations.
I'm confused. I don't know how I got here.
Yeah. Well, Mason
Yeah.
had a great save and screwed Tyler over, and then Blake just could not get back up there, and he spun on him. That's what happened.
Yeah, yeah. I'm still lost for words. I went from last to first in that stage, so I'm very confused.
Well, are you mad?
Car's fast. It's a scary place.
Is it treacherous?
Very. You get loose very easily here, and then you get huge runs. I discovered as well. So
Yes.
gotta time these runs right, and hopefully we can stay up here and get another stage and hopefully a win.
Hopefully a win indeed. On a side note, I would like to point this out. Carson Hocevar just teased Chicagoland, so I think Chicagoland's back.
Oh yeah,
That's
so
all.
I'm excited for that. In real
Isn't
life,
that
so
awesome,
woo!
guys? We're about to have like one of the most generational NASCAR Cup Series returns. That's gonna be great. I'm genuinely excited. If it's true confirmed, I want to do the NASCARs for that. But anyways,
Oh yeah, you can't see in the front stretch because the sun is blinding. So if you want to look at an onboard of one of us and see what we're seeing, yeah, it's awful.
yeah, I definitely gotta do that tonight. You're coming up at Road, man. Congratulations on your stage victory.
Thank you.
Ryan's name truly does fit what just happened. That's wild. That's his name in Discord right now. So, Speed, I made my best attempt at Mexico City for my NASCAR Championship, but I don't really think it goes planned. That's fine. You just got to keep improving, man. And also, I'm sure it's fine. Everybody's got
Hello.
something. Oh, hi, Adam. So
Hi.
you kind
I
of
finished
got...
backwards in the stage.
Yeah, I saw that. You kind of just went, we.
Yeah, that's what happened. I said a wee and I finished the stage in third.
Yes, yes, that was pretty chaotic. That was fun to watch,
Me and
though.
Ryan, we made it from the back to the front through that stage. I don't know what happened to Mason and Tyler, but I helped push my Ford teammate to a playoff point.
Let's go.
And we're hoping for a calmer second stage. But, it's Atlanta, it's a plate track. Whatever happens, happens.
Mm-hmm. Mason also went wee.
Yeah, Mason also went wee.
Mason, though,
but-
saved that car, which is even more impressive
Yeah.
right there.
I tried to save it. I
We
did
saw
not.
you made your best attempt.
Yeah, but we've got a fast Jegs Ford Mustang. Thanks to Shaz for painting this one. We're
Yes.
gonna give it our all for stage 2. Whoop.
Yeah. Well, good luck in that one. Go get a stage win.
All right, thank you.
That was Autumn, driver of the number 98 Jags Ford Mustang. Tyler, not trying to get nose damage right there. Gonna avoid that. I can't speak tonight. Avoid that. Speed. What is your favorite fantasy NASCAR style bunch track that you have made? My personal favorite is the custom WeatherTech Racing Complex. I have actually never made a custom racetrack yet, so I'm still that's still on my to-do list for season 3 or 4 of my series. But I'm definitely excited. Pocono coming soon for NASCAR. If you guys want to go watch that on Gavin's channel, you should. I've seen it already, or seen some of it. It's a great race, so you guys need to go check that out. And of course, he's got the pickle car, guys, in the field. Come on, you guys got to go watch that.
That's true.
MMCS.
It's running 5th right now, by the way.
That's awesome.
In case you're wondering.
Yes, that's awesome. Better win. It's Brad Keselowski and Ryan New on the front row for the restart here. This is going to be chaotic. I mean, what was that first stage but chaos? Honestly, think about that. It was just utter chaos.
Yeah. We're going to see double that right now for a second time. After the stage, we'll be halfway through the race as well. So still early on to see how much chaos is going to happen.
Yep, going to be a great race tonight. It's Brad Keselowski and Ryan New coming back to the restart zone. We're back racing here in Atlanta, and Tyler's going to give a nice shove to Brad Keselowski's back bumper. Ryan gets going.
Yeah, that shove was no match for the 33. Fired so good in the restart zone, took off so well. Now clear with the lead to turn 1. They've got about 3 car lengths back to the next car. That's the teammates going side by side. Blake Garcia, Tyler McDonald, and then they've got a snarling pack of cars behind him.
Yeah, here comes Ryan. He rockets off early, but McDonald making it 3 wide. Look at the chaos. Blake Garcia up top. Fan favorite trying to get it done. Up turn number 4, side by side with his teammate. Now side by side with Chase Briscoe. There's contact. Look at the outside lane. We got more contact in the back. It's Cole Custer making moves and making enemies. What is going on up front? It's Garcia with help from Kyle Busch. And I believe that's Tyler Reddick behind him, trying to make a 3rd lane up top.
They're trying to, and they're making some headway right now down the backstretch, side by side for the 2nd place car. He almost drove even with the 28 of Tyler McDonald. Now Blake being shoved by the 8 of Kyle Busch, trying to make his way through 3 and 4, running that outside line. More
Whoa!
They're still stacking up behind him.
Look at the chaos. Mason is making it 3 wide with Chase Briscoe and Daniel Suarez. Keselowski still back there, still in that 3 wide situation. He slept all the way back. Here comes Garcia on the outside lane, trying to make it happen.
He gets the nose ahead. Now he's going to be able to clear the inside.
Whoa!
Do a stack up on the outside, and Autumn sideways on the inside, trying to save it. Still sideways through turn 4. She's going to hang on to it off the quarter.
What a save from the number 98. We got more chaos up front.
Tyler Reddick, I believe the 45 round, he was able to save it and get pointed back in the right direction. There he is slow on the inside underneath that white line, but Blake still taking the lead on the outside line, shoved by Kyle Busch.
No caution. Garcia has the lead in front of Kyle Busch. Ryan, no help on the bottom. He'll slip back. Now 3 wide battle with Chase Briscoe and Cole Custer. That number 19 car cannot escape 3 wide battles, man. I swear. Look at Mason on the outside.
Big move there as they still jockey for positions in the back. Ryan falling back, as well as Tyler McDonald in the 28. They're both running on that inside line. A car separate as Keselowski tags the fence off too.
Yeah, Keselowski's going to tag the fence into 3 and 4 once again. What is going on? There goes the 55.
Oh.
He's around. Big crash here at Atlanta. Tyler McDonald's in it. Mason's in it. Bob Buchanan, Cole Custer, and there's Autumn to pile in. No brakes. Wow. Big crash here in Atlanta. Our
And a lot of
5th yellow.
hitters.
Yeah.
A lot of big names taken out in that one as well. A lot of good cars taken out in that crash. But just 10 laps complete in stage 2 already.
Yeah, I was not expecting anything less. These guys and gal are not giving an edge tonight. They are they're not giving any room. Let's go take a look at what happened this time. Mesa, though, while he is does cause a lot of crashes, he is fun to watch, man. I will say. He is one of those cars. Let's see what happened. Yeah, just really gets himself in a bad spot. Slips up, spins. Oh, Ryan's in it, too. Big hits all around. Ty Gibbs gets hit there. Let's go take a look one more time.
Tyler took a big hit to the wall as well, right into the back of the 57. Nowhere to go. It just happened right in front of him. He was already committed on that outside line, and it all happened right in front of him. And then he got turned once again into the wall.
You got to think of how fast these crashes happen, how fast these cars are truly going. So a big hit to the outside wall. Big crash. Caution number 5 on the night. Caution number 4 for incident. I'm going to pull a certain somebody in here. That's Blake Garcia. Blake, I have a question. Do you have dynamic AI on for this race?
We do not. Why?
Because the AI just seemed just like they snowed they drank a whole Red Bull before getting in the car.
Oh, yeah. We may have upped the aggression a little bit on him, but yeah.
Up the aggression, dude. They're ready to, like, send you guys to Mars.
Yeah.
Which is great TV. I love it.
It's not fun for the drivers. Oh, let me give you guys an update. So, if you don't know, arthritis runs in my family, so I think I'm, like, coming into arthritis. I think I'm starting to get it. As my wrist, as my back has been hurting. Well, my wheel is fixed. Oh, my gosh. The force feedback on this thing was so bad, my wrist still cramped from that first stage. I had to turn it down, but, yeah, it's fixed.
Let's go.
You can go 30 laps on field, just an FYI.
All right.
More like 29.
So, till the end of this stage. So, you're good.
Yes, that's why we all pitted here. So, we're good. They are not. How's everybody doing in chat?
We've actually got a not dead chat. Everybody's pretty good. Just chilling. Keela Cruz sad that Tyler wrecked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sad too. He's my teammate.
I'm gonna actually pull him in here. Hey Tyler, Keela Cruz pretty sad that you wrecked, man. Why'd you do that?
Well, I've just kind of been in the wrong place, wrong time, man.
Clearly, you've been involved in a few.
I mean, I don't think I've caused any of them. I've
No.
hit the brakes and all that jazz, but when you're in the corners, you go straight into the wall and you hit them too hard.
Yeah.
I just want to race, man. I just want to race.
I get it.
If we get the AI spread out, we'll be good. Because
And-
it started to spread at the end of the stage.
And
Yeah, that was early.
question for you guys. Was Lightning McQueen smart or dumb for not pitting for tires during the original Cars movie?
Very dumb, because he was a lap ahead. He had plenty of. He had at the very least, 3 seconds to spare to take 2 tires.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you have an advantage, use it.
Yes. But
That's my
remember,
opinion.
McQueen did not have a crew chief at the time. He fired his
That
crew
is
chief.
true. But do you really need a crew chief though? Because a crew chief is how you set a car up. But if you're feeling it, aren't you able just to?
No idea. We're going back Green Flag Racing. Here we go. It's Eric Jones on the front row with Chase Briscoe to the restart zone. We're back racing here at Atlanta. Let's go.
Once again, the Toyotas find themselves at the front of the field. But remember, none of them safe to make it to the end of the stage on fuel. They all have to come to pit road at some point. Pretty even restart so far. Not too many bold moves entering one. They're going to line up 2 by 2. Push is coming between the first 2 rows right there. Ryan shoving it 3 wide up the middle through turn 1 and 2. And now they're all going to make it down the backstretch.
Chase Briscoe from getting split 3 wide literally every single lap to taking the lead and controlling this race. But as Gavin mentioned, a lot of these guys still have to be. Look how fast. Look at the cars, man. The roaring down the front straightaway. Look at the speed.
And as this track turns tonight, the sky goes dark. That's going to allow the track temperature to lower.
Whoa!
More grip.
Reddick!
As Tyler Reddick hits the fence. That'll put more grip into the racetrack. That'll allow the speeds to pick up and more big moves. In case we haven't seen any big moves tonight, we'll see a lot more as this track.
Whoa! There's Mason! And he'll save it!
Trying to save it. He did off turn 4.
What a save! Where's Autumn going 3 wide down the front straightaway? This is for the top 10. What a save from the 55!
That's not the first time tonight we've seen him save that car either. In that same exact quarter, still making it go. Top 6 now pulling away, top 5 rather, as they're still packed up for 6th on back.
Dude, this has been a crazy start to this one. Guys kind of slipping back. That's going to include Tyler McDonald. He's kind of in this, you know, back of the pack here. Look at the chaos back here, honestly. This is crazy stuff so far. Brad, oh, we're crashing again! Bob Buchanan's around. Mason, we're still going. We're still green flag racing.
Kyle Busch got turned into the wall, but he's able to keep it straight and regain some spots back there running in 11th. But still, down the back stretch, a lot of positions being shuffled for. But this is exactly what Blake just talked about. If you get the AI cars spread apart, that'll allow that green flag racing. And here it is at the front. 6 cars now under a blanket here. Blake, the only player car in this battle, but there's still 2 wide racing through 1 and 2.
Brad Keselowski has been able to take the lead here, but the biggest thing is, consider this. Blake Garcia is good on fuel. The rest of these guys are not. So once these guys end up pitting before the stage is out, these guys are, Blake's going to slip back into the clutches of that pack behind him, and I do not think he wants to be fish food for Mason, who is catching rapidly, we'll say.
Yeah, once they all come to pit road, you said he'll lose that big gap. So right now he's trying to build as much of a gap as possible. That way, in case they do run the stage a little bit longer at the front, he's able to have a big gap and less time for these drivers behind him to catch him. But right now, lined up single file for 6th on back. They're really catching him quick down to, I believe, 1.7 the gap to the leader with Keselowski. So they're really making some time through 3. But Bubba Wallace up the racetrack, that's going to slow them down ever so slightly. McDonald and Mason in the 55, they're both lined up nose to tail, and they're making some headway.
McDonald and Mason have been working great together after this kind of stage has begun. After the yellow, McDonald up top, gonna block John Hunter. Look at this pack down the back straightaway, trying to catch the front pack, which successfully they are. They are closing in slowly but surely. 20 laps to go at the line for stage number 2.
Yeah, and the front pack really caught the memo in that second pack. Now Custer pops to the outside. No one to go with him. Now Eric Jones almost going. He does commit to the top line now. So that'll slow this lead pack down as they go 2 by 2. And then allow that second pack to catch. They're still running single file.
We've had 24 lead changes so far tonight. What is this race so far? Very aggressive moves. And to answer Gavin in the chat, you cannot use... Whoa! There goes Garcia! He'll save it. There we go. Garcia's back going. I was trying to answer a question, and Blake just turned himself almost. What a save from Blake Garcia. But there goes those stage points, potentially. Now, it's on Mason and Tyler. But to answer your question, there's no way to use your microphone, unfortunately. So,
A great save, but not what Blake wanted in that 07. He was doing so good up at the front, really controlling the lanes for those guys that did not yet have to come down pit road. Now he's all the way in the back, risking stage points right now, running in 9th. And the top 2 starting to get pulled away. Custer and Keselowski. Herbst moves up to 3rd, and the top 2 starting to pull away a little bit.
so is this
Caution.
the real... Caution's out. The real driver, this is... Oh, Mason's going to smack the outside wall. Well, this will re-rack him for the coming out of the end of the stage here. This is not... The only non-AI cars are Mason... Autumn, Mason's the 55, Autumn's the number 98, Ryan's in the 33, Blake Garcia is in the 07, and Tyler McDonald is in the 28 car. Rest are AI drivers. Been a fun start to this one, Gavin. So far, we've had nothing but chaos. I've been enjoying myself personally. Cole Custer's out
me too. This
front.
has been great. This has been great. When we haven't ran under caution, the racing at the front of the field and everywhere throughout this field has been so chaotic and crazy. The moves are so wild, especially on these restarts. When we get them lined up almost 3 by 3 off the restarts, it is so good racing, especially still early. If they're so good racing this early, that just means it's going to be so much better later on in the race.
Utter chaos coming up, folks. I'm trying to get my phone charger right now so I can continue to read live chat. Alright, I got it. Keep yapping, Gavin. I gotta plug this in.
All right, Cole Custer on pit road, as well as the 6 of Keselowski, the 55 as well. The 2, Austin Cindric, Chase Briscoe came in. So 30 laps, the fuel window, about 29. Tyler said before, a lot more cars coming down pit road as well, with just 15 to go in the stage. This will really put all these guys that came down pit road, they're safe to make it till the end. A couple guys who stayed out on the restart, or excuse me, stayed out under this last caution, they're still not going to be able to make it on fuel without a pit stop. So that'll really cycle the 28 to the front, the 07, and all those guys, Ryan, the 33, that pit under that last caution, they'll be at the front of the field to really fight out for the stage win. But Briscoe going to inherit the lead. He did not come to pit road. Oh, he might have came down pit road. I'm not sure exactly. Riley Herbst second, Tyler McDonald in third. So really that second row, Texas Heat Racing teammates, 28 and the 07, they're going to line up, and they're definitely going to be one to watch for this restart. But the racing on these restarts is so wild. I would not expect, or excuse me, I would absolutely expect another caution before the end of the stage. They try to get themselves sorted out.
Do not count out Ryan New in the 33 car. He is one stage one off of Chaos. I would not be surprised if stage 2 gets one off Chaos as well. 26 lead changes tonight. 6 yellows, 5 for incident. Been a crazy start to this one. This guy right here, Chase Briscoe, has been, I feel like he's been in the middle of everything. I mean, we've seen this guy 3 wide all night long. Would not be surprised if he gets taken 3 wide again by Tyler McDonald this time. A lot of Toyotas up front. Top 5 is all Toyotas. That's pretty cool. But, yes, you see William Byron kind of breaking up that Toyota train right there. But, yeah, lights are off. I expect more chaos, Gavin.
Yeah, I'm right with you there on that one. You said 5 Toyotas lined up in the top 5. They're manufacturer alliance, but still, they're all running for pretty much their own team besides the 28 and the 07. So anybody wanting to win a stage so badly, especially those guys that are not named Tyler McDonald, who has such a big point lead. If you're anybody but him, you want to win that stage even more just to minimize the damage and the fall of the points behind him.
Yeah, fall of the points is something to consider tonight. Just experimenting with the ticker. I have a bunch of cool buttons. There we go. Everything is that race summary thing is off on the bottom. Let's get it this one back underway here at Atlanta. It's Chase Briscoe on the front row and Riley Herbst alongside of him. Interesting pit strategy call for the 35. Let's see if it works out for him. Lights are off on the pace car. Coming out of turn 4 to get these guys back up to full song. Let's get this one back going. It's Chase Briscoe and Riley Herbst coming back to the green flag. We're back racing here at Atlanta. The 28 shoving the hell out of the number 19 car.
And the 07 connected to the 35 as well. The outside line has got a lot of momentum heading off into turn 1. Can Riley Herbst clear on the outside line? Not too well. He's able to now. The inside line is starting to reel him back in. The 19 of Chase Briscoe getting a big push by Tyler off 2. And here comes Ryan 3 wide down low.
Ryan 3 wide. Here he comes. Gonna make a move. 3 wide. Here he comes for the lead. Look at the 33 car on the bottom lane. He's competing for it. He wants it and he'll take it. What a move by Ryan New. He's got help from Ty Gibbs and Kyle Busch for the lead. I just said Chase Briscoe's probably going to get split 3 wide again. Oh, they're all going to set up. The 54 checks up and Kyle Busch. We got a big crash in turns 1 and 2.
Tyler Reddick was around again on the outside line. Caught up the 55 as well.
Oh, big hit.
Excuse me, Todd Gillen to the 34. The 98 caught up. Keselowski turned around backwards. And a lot more cars under caution flag in turn 1.
I swear I cannot announce fast enough for this race. This is absolute chaos. Tyler Reddick getting help from Cole Custer here.
4 wide, not going to work in turn 1. They all run out of room on top of the stack up that happened in front of them. Mason in the 55, a massive hit to that outside wall, but Reddick turned around. Elliott able to avoid them right there, but a lot of cars taken out. More coming in. Corey LaJoy down there, Todd Gilliland, Autumn spinning around on the bottom of the racetrack as well.
Just going to take a look at a replay here. Mason sends it. Mason. Oh, big hit. Oh, big hit for Mason, man. Wow. Chaos keeps erupting here at Atlanta. Ryan New is out front. Riley Herbst to Chase Briscoe. Pit strategy did not work out. They're going to come down pit road, get some tires and fuel. Let's go to check live chat after I freaked out. go take a look. Speed. I'm gonna go to get Busch Gardens campground on Friday night and ride the dive coaster there, front row, and it's my first time riding that ride. That's awesome, Keelan. You should enjoy that.
Are you a roller coaster guy?
No, I'm not a roller coaster guy.
Yeah,
Rode a few, but after I got severe back pain from one of them, I said I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not either. There's a few that I do if they're little ones, but some big ones that people go on, no, they're not. That's not for me.
At Speed and Gavin, I just want to say thank you for you guys. Thank you guys for always making this race announcing. Y'all doing an amazing job. Early announcing, sorry, typed wrong. Oh, exciting announcing. Thank you, Mama Primer. We appreciate that.
it. Yeah.
Can we nickname the race with the 10 million cautions? That's yeah, that's how it feels. But we've had some crazy stuff happen tonight. Lights are on though, guys. Here tonight, the night race setting is truly setting in. Lights are on here in Atlanta.
Yeah, you can see the reflection of the headlights from the pace car on the surface. That just means that the outside is getting darker and darker, more grip to the racetrack, more stability for the drivers, bigger moves being made. That just is all going to pile into an incredible finish here with still 10 laps to go in stage number 2. We are not even halfway through this race so far.
Hey, Gavin. Why do race cars not need headlights?
Because the track is always lit.
Oh, so we have multiple people stealing the joke in here. Okay. What's up? Hello, Blake. Hello, Mason. Mason, you're making this really fun to watch. Continue what you're doing, please.
Okay.
Oh! All right. They're gone. Been a fun race so far. It's going to be Ryan New and Blake Garcia on the front row for the restart. Tyler does love roller coasters. He's got like a whole roller coaster game, and like he's set up. He's in love with roller coasters.
I bet this race feels like a roller coaster. How fast they whip around these corners and the moves they've got to make. I bet it does, because I could just imagine being in one of those cars and having to make a move so fast to avoid hitting somebody else or stacking everybody up. It's got to feel somewhat like that.
This race has been a roller coaster, though. Lots of lead changes, over 25 lead changes so far in this one. We're probably going to get a few more. And pace car is going to be off the track. Not 10 to go at the stage. Here we go. Ryan New and Blake Garcia on the front row. We are back racing here in Atlanta.
Great launch from that inside line. The 33, Ryan New, going to rocket to the front. Blake trying to get in that line for third. He couldn't do it. Now he's going to be able to get down in front of the 57, Bob Buchanan. They're going to line up 3 cars before the Howling Pack comes off turn 2 right now. The outside line still lagging back a little bit before it gets its run.
Here we go. Down the back straightaway. There is Ryan leading the 2 Texas Heat Racing teammates. They're going to try to find a way around him. Oh, there's Mason way on the bottom. I don't know what he's doing. Mason is slipping up, and he'll save it. That 55 car has been full of amazing saves tonight. Definitely going to go in the intro. There is Ryan, though, still blocking these guys up front. Chase Briscoe's here. That 19 car cannot be denied. To the outside goes Tyler. He's going to want these spots now. Watch that 28 car.
Teammates lined up top. Now they get separated. Blake to the outside. Autumn trying to look for a way around as well as they come off the corner. Ryan, a car length ahead of Tyler McDonald. Now back to the start-finish line with under 6 to go in the stage.
7 laps to go here at the stage line. Who's going to get the playoff point? Who is not? Byron's up there as well now with help from Tyler Reddick, who's been around more times than I can count today. There's Ryan blocking the number 28 car down the back straightaway. Blake's been boxed in by Chase Briscoe now. He's going to have to find a way around that 19.
He wants to get up there with the 28, his teammate, as the 45 pushes up off the corner. But he wanted to. They were lined up a lap ago. The 19 came up, jumped on that outside line. And as the 24 of Byron now going to separate them even further. So Blake trying to look for a way around. He almost went up to the wall Still trying to get there. Now he's going to pop to the outside of the 19. Kyle Larson pushing up the...
Whoa, there we go! Shane Van Gisbergen gets around!
More contact in front of them. Autumn in the 42. They're both going to go up and head into the wall. We stay green as the pack races on through turn 4.
We're still green. It's Ryan New still out front, leading William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Tyler McDonald, and Chase Briscoe with the line. 5 to go. It's stage 2. Ryan through turns 1 and 2, catching a lap car now, but from Brad Keselowski, sparks flying everywhere. Down the back straightaway. They're all good to avoid him. Here we go. Ryan's gonna come out smelling like a rose from that. Great lead.
Yeah, the 24 trying to get around the 6. Couldn't find a way to the inside. Ended up pushing him down the back straightaway and lost a lot of time still into the back of him as they get 4 cars lined up in this top pack. Blake trying to shove the 28 past the 33, not able to do so. That's going to shuffle out the 19 of Chase Briscoe. He'll go up the racetrack again through turn 1, and Ryan is going to keep the lead away from the 2 teammates.
Down the back straightaway, Ryan's going to have a great challenge, or grand challenge, to block the 07 of the 28 car. How is he going to do it? When does Tyler make his move? That's the biggest question. Brad Keselowski on those fresh tires, rocketing past back by these guys, but when will Tyler McDonald make his move? The pack catches back up to him. He's going to have a push from his teammate.
He's going to make that move as soon as he gets help right there. His teammate into the back of him. Going to have a great chance off turn 2, running the high line. Going to sniff a little bit of a draft from the 33. Oh, he almost tried to go to the inside. Got into the back bumper of the 33. Tried to make the move right there. Couldn't quite do it. Now, once again, going to try to look to the outside through 3 and 4. No help up top. What can the 6 of Keselowski do? It's going to slow down that 28 car.
Keselowski's a lap car. Keep that in mind. He's not racing for a position up here. Ryan, 2 to go with the line, but a fellow Ford teammate making it tough on the Toyotas, who are now having to work together. Another Ford teammate. Here they come to the rescue to save Ryan. He's got no friends up here. Now he does. Where will Ryan go? Is now going to go to the inside of Joey Logano, who is way up top. Going to make it tough. That's going to have Tyler and Blake Garcia go around them. Now, white flag at the line here for stage 2.
And Tyler and Blake got separated right there. They're 2 car lengths apart from each other. Tyler closing in on the 33. Both cars running the inside line through 1 and 2. And here comes Blake. He makes it 3 wide on the outside of Keselowski. Had to lift out on the gas. It's going to be a 2-car race into turn 3 for the stage win. Tyler looked to the inside.
One final time. Ryan's got to hold on for just a bit longer. He's going to have help from Blake Garcia. Here we go. Off 4 for the final time in stage 2 to the inside. Not going to be enough. Ryan sweeps the stages here at Atlanta. What a stage win for Ryan, who sweeps him again. What a super speedway racer. Keep in mind, everybody, he won the season opening clash here in Atlanta. So he's definitely got some experience winning here in Georgia. Have to see if he can win the race now and have a max points day. We're going to pull him in.
For him, but yeah, go ahead.
What's up, man? Ryan sweeps the stages again. You got it done, dude. Wow.
I thought Tyler was gonna have a huge run on that last little bit, but
you
he has to
blocked
hold off,
in
so that was
time.
good.
That definitely was a good end of the stage. How's the car feel, man? You seem like you're able to make moves that other people aren't.
Oh yeah, I feel this car feels top notch right now. This is probably the best car I've had in a hot minute, so I'm very excited. So hopefully I can keep this pace up. But yeah, man, that move that I made to take the lead, that was scary. I wasn't even trying to do that. I just had the world's biggest run. So I mean, I had to do something with it, and luckily it stuck. So
does winning the season opening clash help in any way? Here.
Yes, definitely the experience, it does help a little bit. So I mean, we're usually fast at these plate tracks. It's all down to that final lap, if you're gonna win or you're gonna finish 30th. So it's gonna come down to that, I think.
Yeah, we kind of saw that last year when Blake threw a late block and got turned on the, I believe it was leaving turn 2. So definitely gonna be a crazy finish to this one, man. Thank you for your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
What a stage victory for Ryan New, man. That 33 car looks like he's on rails out there, but we know he's definitely sweat inside that race car. Chaos is erupting behind him.
Oh yeah, because this racetrack is so narrow and so tight. These runs come so fast, but you really have to back up your run. You have to think at least a couple corners ahead, if not a lap or two ahead of when you want to plan that run. We saw Tyler and Blake lining up. They were trying to get runs on Ryan for a handful of laps before the end of that stage, and they just could not do it. You really have to think smart at these races. It's almost like an old super speedway race in the Cup cars, way, way, way back in the old days, when you really had to think about the runs you were making, because you can't just make a split decision right there at the last second like you can on Daytona, Talladega racetracks and pull to the outside. You really have to think about when you're going to make your move.
Well, this track's not wide enough to just be able to go wherever
Right.
you want. Atlanta's such a tight racing surface that it does create that thought process. Looks like some guys coming down pit road now. Looks like it is going to be Ryan, your stage 1 and 2 winner. I believe he might be alone coming down pit road besides Carson Hocevar there in the 77 car. So I think this is going to be a great finish to this race, honestly. There's some more guys. Tyler McDonald's coming down.
Yeah, if you pit here, you're really going to set yourself at about 77 laps to go, 76 laps to go. So that's about 3 pit stops, I'd say, if you really wanted to be sure. Fuel window is 30 laps, we say. So about 3 if you want to make it to the end. So if you make it a handful of laps into the stage, about 15, 20, you could maybe make it on 2 pit stops. That's why a lot of people are staying out if they have enough gas to make it. But Ryan coming up pit road, started last on today's race. He's absolutely going to make his way up to the front as he's done it before. He was able to win stage 1 in just 40 laps. Here, this final stage is 80 laps. That should be no problem for that 33 car to find his way back to the front.
Yeah, I'm going to pull Blake in here really quick. Blake, do we have 77 to go right now? Not 77.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Okay, cool. So I was right. And this does work. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So far, been a crazy race. William Byron's going to be on the front row for the restart. Not going green just yet here. Byron, though, looking great out front of that Exalta paint scheme.
Yeah, he is right now. Finding his way to the front, breaking away from the Toyotas, running second and third right now. So the lone Chevy up at the front of the field. The next Chevy, not even inside the top 10 for William Byron. So he's got no help around him. Really haven't seen much of the Chevys today, but the Toyotas really making their way through. We've got one second, third, fifth, sixth, and more lining up the top 10. Blake, the next one. Riley Herbst behind him. So it's going to be interesting to see what manufacturers are able to stay together and show up at the end.
Yeah, definitely going to be interesting to see indeed. And I was just asked what my first damaged diecast was. I really do want to say it was Austin Cindric. No, it was...
Hello.
Was it at Michigan? No. I think it was Bristol. Bristol, Kyle Busch in the 18 Interstate Batteries. That horrible, horrid PTC mold.
It's all right. My right one hurts.
Oh, hi.
Blake,
I was asked a fan question of what my first damaged diecast was, so I was trying to dig through the memory bank, and I'm pretty sure it was Kyle Busch's Interstate Batteries horrible PTC mold car. It deserved to be broken.
Yeah.
Blake, why am I here? Is it interview?
Oh, no, I he's getting pulled. What are you doing? Garcia.
I'm trying to get back in line. Ugh.
Hey, why
I
don't
don't know
you
if I got wrecked.
keep making chaos?
Bless you.
Well, that was a burp, Gavin. What a...
Oh my gosh, I know, Brad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right, it's
we're going
William
green.
Byron and Chase Briscoe on the front row for the restart here at Atlanta. The pace car is going to make its hard left onto pit road. We're back green flag racing here in Hampton, Georgia.
A slow restart as they come to the start-finish line. Look at everybody have to slam on the brakes back there to match the speed of everybody in front of them. Entering turn 1, William Byron down low. No help between those first 2 cars. It's going to come just about at the exit of turn 2. Here comes that help down low for the 24 of William Byron. Tyler Reddick, Ty Gibbs lined up behind him off 2.
Here we go, down the back straightaway. It's Byron making moves. In the wall a little bit goes Jones. Garcia behind him to the inside. Whoa! Tyler Reddick gets run over again. Mason's into a big crash off the restart. Mason's in it. No yellow yet. There's the caution. We'll have another restart.
That didn't take too long, did it?
No,
It was just-
did not.
It was such a wild restart. They all stacked up kind of in the restart zone, a slow launch there. And then off turn 2, Autumn and Mason shoved it to the inside 3 wide. And that really just stacked everybody up to turn 3 where they almost got it saved. And now the caution is out.
Yeah, caution waves once again. 74 laps to go. Mason's cutting the grass, making sure the lawn care guy doesn't have to show up on Monday. So far, been a crazy race. Let's go take a look so far at our little bit of our race summary. 29 lead changes, and we've had, what is that? 7 yellows for incident. That is a crazy number. I believe the Goatco caution record is, well, it was set back in the All-Star race. So, what is it, like 20 or something? 25? It's a big number right now.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever get to that number again.
How's that caution record going, fellas?
We were just talking about it.
We're not.
What is the caution record, Blake? You know?
I have a popsicle.
I would love a popsicle right now. But like, I'm pretty sure we broke the caution record back at the All-Star race. I think it was like 28 or something. Stupid.
I feel like we're at 28 now.
We're at 9, 7 for incident.
How's my chat doing tonight? Is that Q&A thing working or no?
Oh, this is a thing. No.
All right, let me try to
Or
do it
ask
real quick.
something.
Did nobody ask a question?
I don't think nobody's asked a question.
Ask a question, dadgummit.
Speed, can you ask Tyler when is his next Mistcraft Cup Series? He's literally working on it right now. Like,
I am too. Hey, I have something revolutionary in stop motion that I did in my newest race. I will not say what it is.
Yeah, yes you can.
I showed Tyler, and he said, and I quote, "That's really cool, bro."
Bro hit him with, "That's awesome, lol, bro."
He said he's kind of jealous. So, just saying. Fun fact, me and Tyler are filming the same race.
Yes, they are filming the same race, and they're coming out on the same day. I'm pretty sure that was the thing.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's asked. Let me add a new Q&A.
Can we do a collab? Gavin has asked that like a million times. We don't do collabs unless it's with close friends. So,
yeah.
Like Blake here, I don't collab with him because he's kind of a meanie head. He doesn't buy me sandwiches, you know. Nah, I'm kidding. Blake was in my season 2 500. What can I say?
All right, there we go. Ask a question. Somebody ask a question. Hurry.
Before we go back green, ask anything except if you want to do a collab.
How's the ticker working?
It's going actually pretty good for once.
Player cars winning at 71% is going to win tonight.
I voted.
Oops, that's a wall. All right, I got to go.
Bye.
Talk to you later, chat.
Enjoy.
Oh, dang.
Oh, we got him out of here finally. It's gonna be Chase Briscoe. I swear, we could not escape this 19 car. I see. He's gonna
always make his way to the front.
and he's gonna get split 3 wide again. That's what's about to happen. See some new players up here. Autumn has finally made her way back up here after getting spun at the end of stage 1 and involved in a lot more wrecks after that. Here we go. It's Chase Briscoe and William Byron on the front row for this restart here. Lights are off, folks. We're going to get this one back underway with 72 laps to go. Let's get it back going. Chase Briscoe and William Byron to the restart zone. We are back racing here at Atlanta.
Again, a little bit of a stack up coming to green right there. A lot of shoving. The first couple of cars, Briscoe shoved by the 41 of Custer, Byron by the 43 of Eric Jones. Now a third car coming in line with them, and then Blake Garcia, Ryan Blaney, Autumn, all single file on that inside line as they make their way off turn 2 for the first time. Autumn pulls to the inside, and it's a 2x2 train back to turn 3.
Whoa, there goes Mason again, man! Making more noise. Tyler's all the way on the apron down there. Looks like he's going to save it and re-rack it and get back going. Mason making aggressive moves tonight. Byron, though, is going to take the lead here in Atlanta with Chase Briscoe in tow. Oh, big crash in the back. That is Tyler Reddick again. I
How
swear.
many times have we seen Reddick get turned into the wall, entering a corner tonight? I think that's 4 so far.
They're just picking on Reddick at this point. Tyler Reddick is not having the best start to this one. There's Byron there leading it. Garcia's all the way on the outside. Ryan News finally made his way back up. There's Autumn splitting Bowman 3 wide in the back. Chaos is erupting all over the field.
It really is. 2x2 starting in 3rd place. Chase Briscoe getting shuffled out. Here comes Ryan to the inside, shoved by the 88. Busher heading to pit road behind them. As Ryan straddling that white line is going to get sideways in turn 3. Able to hang on to it and catch that race car through the corner. Falling back and stacking up that inside line, though. Here comes the middle with William Byron and Briscoe. Going to go for the lead on the outside.
Briscoe looking for the lead. He's going to try to take it now. Blake Garcia's all the way up on the outside. No help with the 07. He's going to get shuffled back out. Going to try to get back into the draft. He will. Whoa! There goes Autumn! All the way down. She's fine. She will save it and remerge up into traffic. And now she will spin down to the inside. She's still good. Oh, she'll hit Mason.
Both of them will go
And
for the
now
wall,
she'll
turn
spin.
4.
Oh!
Yeah,
Big
hard
hit.
into the wall on the
Caution.
inside. That'll bring the caution out again.
We cannot escape yellows.
No. That was a good run, though. A couple of cars got broke away in that first pack, and they were really fighting out for it hard until that incident happened. There was that first pack. You see them all get situated. Chase Briscoe, the leader. Byron falling back to 2nd. And then Cole Custer following in 3rd.
30 lead changes exactly tonight. That is crazy speed. I have a challenge for you. You have to do the bye 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 dance at the next race you go to, and you have to upload it to your channel.
I don't know what that dance is, but I agree.
I know exactly what it is, and I can't dance, so I will be declining that offer. But I'll make Gavin do it.
I'll do it in Atlanta. I don't even know what the dance is.
Just looking you off.
Send me it. Send me it on
I'm pretty sure it's like from Deadpool Wolverine. Briscoe's gonna pit. Look at these guys, how fast they fly onto pit road, though. Yes,
90-mile-an-hour speed limit through the corner there in 3 and 4, and then right where that traditional line on pit road would be, that's where they have to get it down to 45 miles an hour. You see them creeping as they get ready to slow down for that right now. But a lot of these guys coming down pit road can make it on 2 more stops after this one right here. So a big strategy move for those guys. That'll cycle out the front of the field.
You know what? I actually originally thought that move was really stupid to do, like put a whole pit road segment in turns 3 and 4. Till I kind of thought about Atlanta's pit road entry and the speeds they go. So it makes a lot more sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Imagine they came down pit road in that first race under. When did they add that? 2023.
They added that.
The first 2 races, they didn't have any green flag pit stops.
I thought it was 2024. I really do think that was in 2024 when they added that. Maybe it wasn't.
You might be right.
But
you might be right. I know it was definitely a spring race. I don't know what year.
It was
If
either.
anybody can fact check that, let us know.
If it was either 23 or 20. Oh shoot, Google.
Oh boy.
Just trying to pull it to the side because I'm gonna fact check it really quick.
Could you imagine pitting and Goatco off turn 4 at full speed, guys? Coming out
No, just no. I could just imagine Mason going to Mars. We're not gonna do that here in the Goatco Cup Series. Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Hello. Was I what? Okay.
Hi.
Sorry.
Oh, there you go. You're around.
boy.
I entered a closed pit.
You entered a
I
closed
pulled
pit.
a
Oh, you pulled a Brad. What?
I think I'm up down. I don't. Did Blake throw me in here?
I'm sure he did. Well, you're running
Okay,
well.
If you want to send me back, I'm trying to figure out my lap position.
Okay. There he goes. There she goes. Right back. Was it really in 2023, Gavin? I think you're right.
I don't remember, to be honest. Yeah, no, I'm not sure.
Of course, Steve Letard is here. This is the 2022.
Don't be distant on
race.
Steve Letard.
We love Steve Letard. I was kidding. I'm pretty sure. Nah, it was 2023. Wow, I didn't remember that. But remember, everybody, for 2 races in 2022, we were coming off 4, and we were expecting these guys to get it down from, like, 190 to like, 45 miles an hour. I can kind
I
of...
wish they would have. I really wish they would have fit under green once that year, because that would have been
Yeah.
cool to see. Even if it didn't work out. If it did work out, that would have been awesome. But even if it didn't, I just want to see how they navigate that, because they were running really somewhat 3 wide at that point.
I
They weren't
don't
fully 3
really
wide.
think... Yeah, you're right. I don't think we put it all under green. I'm like, convinced that we did not have... Have we... Well, we've seen green flag pit stops since the pit road reconfiguration,
Yeah.
but...
Yeah, they pit green in 2024 in the spring race.
Yeah.
They didn't last year in the fall. They didn't this year in the... Well, yeah, I think they did this year in the spring race. So
I'm not gonna
interesting to
lie.
see.
This year's Atlanta race was kind of cheeks. The spring, it was okay,
It wasn't bad.
but
It gets better at night during the
fall
day.
was
Like
really
we saw
good.
today, the racing really wasn't. Yeah,
Fall
the fall
was
race
really
is always
good.
good at night, especially here even tonight that we're watching right now. It really got a lot better under the nightfall on the racetrack. The grip up during the day, it really wasn't as good as it could be under the nighttime.
What
but
are we doing?
What?
I
What are they doing?
don't
It
know.
must be raining.
Do we have rain on the racetrack? I gotta pull Tyler in here. Hey Tyler, what's going on?
So Blake's wheel died.
Oh.
So then that crashed his game, and so all the AI left. So what we decided to do is we're going to sit on pit road. We, as player cars, are now considered under a red flag condition. When the AI cars come back, they're going to be laps down, scored many laps down. So we are going to. They're currently 2 laps down. So we're going to sit here and wait for the
They're respawning now.
AI cars to spawn back in, pace back around. Where is Autumn going? What just happened?
I don't know. They're spawning inside of you guys. I would pull up.
Hold on,
Oh,
let me go back.
oh no!
Oh,
Oh
no.
no!
Oh,
Oh no! Oh no!
Is this a Goatco first?
I have never experienced it. What is this pep?
There we go. History.
Check our group chat.
Which one?
The
text or the?
No, on Discord.
Oh.
What is that drink? Look to the right. Look what it says.
Hang on. Technical difficulties. Okay.
Is that a Pepsi energy drink?
Ew.
Look at the
Electric.
flavoring.
Zesty citrus. Zesty drink.
We're cooked. We are cooked. Blake's wheel got unplugged. I'm gonna pull him in here because I'm gonna pull him in here. Hey Blake, you were just talking about how your wheel got fixed, man. I don't know if it's. Are you
No,
good?
it is fixed. The stupid weight fell off of the.
Oh, I feel like this is-
pedals, and it hit the cord and unplugged it.
so this has got to be a Goatco first, right? A red flag.
It is the first.
Yep. Okay.
I
Got
don't
it.
know what the AI are doing. That's the problem.
We are under red flag for Blake's wheel wanting to commit vehicular flipping. I'm gonna keep it PG.
Wow.
Goodbye. All right. Just kind of waiting around for the field to get set back up. I feel like who was your favorite in the chat? I don't have favorites. As my mother would say, I love you all equally. But I was secretly the favorite. Anyway, so Beers is said red flag. Yeah, red flag. But we don't have any emojis. Come on, we gotta get the hold on one second.
Oh, hang on. Hold on, I got you.
Oh, no. You failed at your job.
No, I did it
No,
before you.
you did.
Hey, while we're under this red flag, guys, if you got any questions, put them in the chat or in that little chat Q&A thing.
Yeah, go
Try that,
subscribe
Nico.
to us,
I
by
will
the
answer.
way. Go subscribe to me. I'm Speak Up Style Motion, and go subscribe to Gavin Beers 12. Gavin's got a race coming out sooner than me, but I will have a race eventually coming out. So,
Yeah.
Speed, you should make a Sebring International race with your Style Motion. I was actually thinking about doing a. This is kind of related. I was thinking about doing a 24 hours in Le Mans type of race. Like, I really do want to do an endurance race eventually. So,
Yeah.
That would be fun. Also, fun fact, I am going to actually try to get into endurance racing, and I'm going to watch Jordan Taylor. That's my favorite endurance racer. Or Rodney, what is it? Rodney Storm or something? Is his alter ego. He's actually really cool too. I am sub to all of you. Thank you. Gavin. Gavin? We have 2 Gavins subscribed to me now. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not subscribed to you.
Wow. Wow. Okay, I gotta search up Gavin Beers. I gotta go and subscribe.
Okay.
You're mean. I think we're back. We're
I think
rolling.
so.
No.
Mm.
We're still just chilling. I think the AI are back, because he's back in the game, so we should be able to pace.
Right, but the AI cars are all chewed down, so everybody still has to wait while the AI cars pace.
By far
to get the
first.
rest.
Hi.
We have never had this in Goatco.
No, this is a red flag. Ryan, start singing, please.
What?
Start singing the new AJR song. Go.
No, man, you put me on the spot.
Bed!
I really hope you're on my side.
July 9th, by the way. That's
I really hope you get it.
July 9th. I'm so excited to see
Who's
it.
Betty, by
2
the way?
days before my birthday.
I don't know who Betty is. We're going to have to learn the lore.
Well, how was the race before this?
It was really good. You guys are putting on a great show. Never turn the aggression down again. This is like peak. Don't turn it. Like, we thought Talladega was a good super speed race. This is peak, dude. Don't turn it down.
Yeah, it looks good. It feels good.
I think the AI just need to be more aggressive. Like, I think that's what's making the racing really good tonight. The fact that the AI are actually like trying. Except not trying to stop Ryan, apparently, sweeping both stages.
Yeah, we're here on a prayer.
Is Ryan about to do a full points day, max points day?
Might. All right, hang on. We'll be back.
Speed, what NASCAR track would you love to see in stop motion?
Ooh.
Avis. Chaos. That's just chaos. That would be really funny.
Yeah, that would actually be really cool.
I would hate to film on it. I would freaking hate to film on it, but it would be the funniest race. I really do think a really good Le Mans would be peak. I'm getting into endurance racing, and I've been watching some Le Mans footage, and Le Mans is such a cool racetrack that I would love to see that, like a really, really good Le Mans, which I hope to build one day. So yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Gavin, what's your answer?
I would say a street course, like some different cool street courses. Those are really cool,
Fantasy.
especially fantasy tracks. Yeah, that's to me. I love seeing what people can come up with, especially like the ones that are really, really out there, not just a traditional racetrack. I've seen some really good ones too. There's been a lot of good ones going on. I know there's a few good ones coming up on my channel. Shameless plug, but when I get my series going, I'm
Scranton!
gonna have a bunch of them. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. We're green.
I don't think we're green.
Just-
They're trying to
No,
find
we're
the
not
pace
actually
guard.
green. No. Yeah, they're not actually green.
I would love to see.
They're wrecking each other.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool, Keelan. I'll have to check that one out.
Is it Keelan or is it Klein? Because that looks to me like Klein.
It's Klein. Oh, shh.
Keelan?
Oops. My bad. Klein. That's completely on me. I have somebody, a friend named Keelan, so I've always just pronounced it as that. It's my fault.
Volusia would be
What
cool.
happened?
A dirt track. Yeah, we need some more dirt tracks, too. Those are really cool.
Blake
see.
is my favorite. I wonder why. I don't know what's going on here. Wait, no, stop. Did they just leave
All
the
right,
server?
we will be making a new session real quick.
I do it. No.
We were past halfway, but for the fans that are still
Call the
tuning
race.
in and watching, we could have called the race. I don't know who's winning, but I don't think anybody would want that. So
It was Ryan who's winning. I'm pretty sure.
it was.
We got to restart the server. So I'm going to throw you guys on our waiting thing for now. You guys can rewatch our waiting intro. Ignore Blake's
I'll be right back.
disgusting burp.
Nobody's gonna take my car, I'm gonna race it to the ground. Nobody's gonna beat my car, I'm gonna break the speed of sound. I love it, I need it, I bleed it. It's okay, alright, hold tight. I'm a highway star, I'm a highway star. Nobody's gonna
right, we're back again. New session, new us. We're here. I got a screen share for the Beers Boy so you can actually see what's going on. We are here. Let's get it back going, folks. Oh yeah, golden hour at Atlanta. Ignore that we technically went back in time. Ignore that. You did see it. Uh-huh. How many laps are left? Okay, thank you. Okay. You know what's really interesting? I'm not sure how we're going to do this with the ticker now because he decided to restart the session. Okay. Okay. Ask some questions. Yes. Hello, Triple Austin Rail fan. Good to see you, man. Good to see you back here. We're getting set again. I've been informed that my girlfriend has gotten a really tasty sushi roll from Meyer. That's awesome. I think we're currently practicing, I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm going to pull Tyler in here to get a little bit more info. Tyler, what are we doing here? So are you just running laps for fun then? Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. Thank you. Alright, that's Tyler. Looks like he's just running laps for fun right now. Before we get back going. Hey, Speed Cup Style Motion and Gavin. Uh-oh, it's East Coast Racing Network. Gavin, Skibbity, get out. Gonna be a great finish to this one, though. 65 laps to go. Wow, I'm tired. It's been a long day. It's already 9:37, but I have some stop motion to do tonight. I'm filming. Oh my god, I read that wrong. No. My name. What have you done to my name? My poor name. It's such a good name, too. Alright, they were practicing for fun. I think we're good to go here. Stop! I think we're going to get back going here. I think. Maybe. You know what? I'm going to call a certain somebody to assist. Can you hear that?
Hello.
Hey, I'm streaming Goatco right now. What do you want to say to the fans?
Can they hear me?
I don't know if they can hear you. Can you hear Gavin? Can you hear Milo? They cannot hear you.
Can you on the broadcast go burger?
You could say it in the mic.
Burger?
All right, that was Milo's burger. I can't. Oh man. Well, the ones who know. Tyler's back out on track. Nema Goat, yes. We love Nema Goat. Looks like we're still getting things sorted out. What? You finally got it. You took a while. You had a smooth brain moment trying to remember. Oh, shush. Hi, Blake. Are we gonna get going? Oh, man. Of course. How's the car feel tonight? $65 to go. And he's gone. Chase Elliott battle wreck in the Speed Cups. It is stop motion. If you don't rebrand of the Nema Goat. Why? What?
So,
Bruh, how are you I swear I dragged this guy's volume back up. OBS hates me. You guys can hear Gavin again. He said nothing important.
hi guys.
We both have said,
The goat
honestly,
is
nothing
back.
important
Sorry,
for a
I'm not-
while.
Yeah. So put some questions in the chat if you want us to answer something. While we wait here for Mason
Looks
to
like
load
we're
in.
good.
Here comes the field.
Oh man, this is gonna be interesting here. 65
Yeah.
laps to go in stage 2. Stage 3, sorry.
It's been wild so far. We've seen a lot of cautions, but a lot of great racing to back the whole thing up as well.
Mm-hmm. Great racing has been a common theme tonight. We had like 30 lead changes, like 10, 11 yellows. All those stats, of course, got wiped away when we need to restart sessions, but still.
That's okay.
You know what I'm wondering? You see that
What?
pit box right there on pit road? I'm wondering
Hi,
if
Gibbs.
just in general, that pit box. I wonder if there's a way to get into the game files and grab that 3D model.
I was
Had them pretty.
No, I like mine. I just want to. I like those better, to be honest.
yellow.
Hi.
Hi.
I was told that you had a question.
Oh, I didn't have a question, but I have one now. Which Cars
Okay.
movie is your favorite?
I do like Cars 3, but you got to keep it classic with Cars.
Okay, just making sure you're not a Cars 2 consumer. And also Cars 3 this is a hot take. I think Cars 3 is better than the original Cars movie. I think Cars 3, in my opinion, shows more about the racing than Cars 1 did. Cars 1 showed the racing, but Cars 3 felt like a true racing story, if that makes any sense. I truly felt that way.
I've never seen it.
Oh,
I've
what?
never seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the first two.
Mason's not going to finish. He has to go to bed.
What?
He's not running. He has to go to bed. Mason.
Oh. Mason is going to DNF. Here we go to the restart zone. We're back racing. It is... I'm not organized. Here we go. It's Austin Cindric. No, it's not. Why is he at the back? What?
We're back green. Off into turn 1. You're looking
Whoa,
at the
there
back
goes
half of
Tyler.
the field as they go 3 wide up there. Tyler and the
Ryan
2
Blaney.
teammates going to take that 3rd lane up top as Blaney and the 2 Fenskys lead him down low off 2.
Here we go.
Look at the headway.
Yeah, 65 laps to go in stage number 3. Let's see who's going to get it done at the end of all of it. Blake's way up the track. There he goes. Tyler McDonald's following him in tow as well. Christopher Bell trying to make a move on Kyle Busch right there. That whole bottom line stacking up. The outside lane is moving. Autumn's on the outside. Way up there goes the 98 car. Tyler's going to get jumbled out. Tyler's to the wall.
contact with the 45 of Reddick, sending him into the wall. He's able to keep it going. Ryan Blaney still controlling the lanes out front. He's got two Toyotas lined up behind with Denny Hamlin and Ty Gibbs. Bowman coming down pit road back in the middle of the field, but still lined up 2 by 2 as they make their way out forward.
Down the front straightaway, they rock it. Autumn's trying to make a move on the outside. There she is. Ryan Blaney is in front of Denny Hamlin right now. Not for long. Here comes Denny Hamlin trying to draw some help from Ryan Dew, but Blaney went up to block the right lane because he's getting help from Ty Gibbs and Bob Buchanan.
Big stack up on the outside line as they go single file. Gibbs tried to look to the inside of Blaney. Blaney through the block. Blaney still going to control that lead through turn 3. Now the outside line led by the 57. Bob Buchanan, she's being shoved by the 8 of Kyle Busch. Here comes Bell looking to the inside up the middle for 4th.
Ty Gibbs will take the lead. He'll rock it around the outside of Ryan Blaney. Kyle Busch trying to make up some headway there, but you don't really see many of the player cars besides Autumn. There's Garcia right there. But right now, the AI are up front, and they're making their presence known as here comes Ryan Blaney to the inside of Ty Gibbs.
Lap car, Alex Bowman running the bottom of the racetrack, going to stack up Blaney. He's going to lose the top spot to Ty Gibbs. Now, falling way back in that middle lane is Blaney as Bowman going to hold him up. Ty Gibbs going to take away the lead. Here comes Autumn on the inside, Busch on the outside. They're going to split that 54 car in the middle and stack up the rest of the field. Blake now being shoved by the 45 of Reddick as the caution comes out.
Caution waves here at Atlanta. Not sure what went on in the back. Tyler might have been involved. Yep. All right, let's see what happened here. See, he had that incident earlier, got in the wall. Okay, so he just despawned out of existence. There we go. Tyler kind of got in the wall there earlier. Oh, big crash before.
Oh, wow.
What happened before? We're going to have to go to our blimp camera.
I think it was Ryan and the 23 of Bubba Wallace maybe had some contact. They were the only two making big moves there.
It was a big stack up. Somebody's up there. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
We went light mode there for a minute. Let's go take a look back. Who was that up there? Somebody's way slow. I don't know.
Yeah.
Looks like Cole
I think it's a
Custer.
black car.
No, is that Eric Jones?
And John Hunter Nemechek in the 42.
That's John Hunter Nemechek. You're right. What happened? Nema Goat involved in something back here. Oh, Bubba got it.
Oh, Bubba and Elliott. Yeah, Bubba Wallace was 3 wide middle, and Chase Elliott thought he was clear, tried to come down, then shot him up the racetrack into the 42, which caused that huge stack up and ultimately sent Tyler around in the back. But Tyler was pretty far up the front of the field. He had that little contact on the restart, and then that sent him all the way to the back, and then that incident just did not do any good for him there. 7 laps complete in this 3rd stage right now. Laps
stops.
taking off so far, and another caution.
Yeah, another yellow, and pit stops are underway on pit road here. A lot of guys trying to get their service. There goes Autumn. She's off. Looks like Ryan Blaney behind them. Kyle Larson will stay out. Playing some pit strategy. Trying to play track position, not get involved in one of those crashes.
That got dicey up at the front for a couple of laps right after that restart. That was some good racing. Nobody making too big of moves, but there were such good moves being made that it was just so entertaining to watch until that caution came out. That is what it's going to be like for the whole rest of this race as Kyle Larson inherits the lead next to Chris Buescher.
Would you have a red flag like that and something kind of happens where you have to stop the cars, turn off the engines there for a minute? It kind of resets your mentality, like your mindset.
Yeah.
But then when you go back green, the aggression level is turned up to 11. So I think we're going to see some crazy moves made on this restart, especially from the guys in the back trying to get back to the front. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure. I'm going to pull Blake in here to confirm this. Hey, Blake, it's a 2-stop race now, right, for you guys?
You can go 30 laps, so it's only
Right.
1 stop. We can go.
more.
We pit with 30 to go.
Well,
we should be able
yeah,
to make
so
it
I
to
was
the end.
counting to stop. Yeah, so, one
Yeah.
more stop. All right, cool.
Not for all the AI, but for the ones that pitted, yes.
Yes, for
and
the guys who bid in, yeah. All right, good luck, man. That is... Oh, I didn't move them. Oh,
On the
I did.
oh no, that's not. Okay, never mind.
all right.
So look at this restart. You've got Kyle Larson in a Chevy down low. He's got 2 Chevys behind him to push. One of them being his teammate Chase Elliott starting in 5th. And then on the outside line, you've got Chris Buescher in the 17, his RFK teammate Brad Keselowski pushing him on the outside. So a little bit of manufacturer's work coming on into this restart.
2 more stops for everybody who did not pit under that caution, and 1 more stop for everybody who did. Pit strategy is going to be a crucial thing at the end of this one, but it all depends who, if we're going to get another caution, because I think we're going to get another yellow, honestly.
I wouldn't doubt you.
No, I would not doubt it either. It's going to be Kyle Larson and Chris Buescher, man, on the front row for this restart here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'm not calling it Echo. Lights are off on the pace car. It's going to make its hard left onto pit road. Here we go for the restart here at Atlanta. Let's get it back underway. Kyle Larson and Chris Buescher to the restart zone. We're back racing.
Two car lengths separates those first 2 rows. Buescher gonna get the nose ahead through the first little dog leg there, entering turn 1. Larson gonna have the momentum down low. Here comes help to both of those cars. Keselowski on the outside, Dillon down low, and here comes the rest of the inside line to pack up and push everybody off turn 2.
Down the back straightaway, there's Larson drawing dead even with Chris Buescher. Entering turns 3 and 4 at full song now. They're up to speed. Coming off turn number 4, Kyle Larson, the super speedway wrecker himself, is out front of Austin Dillon, and Chase Elliott's right behind him. Keep in mind, for that in-season tournament, Austin Dillon's actually currently beating the number 07 of Blake Garcia. Interesting to keep your eye on that. Larson with help from Elliott now. They had 200 teammates on the bottom, linked up.
And here comes that outside line. Austin Dillon being shoved ahead by the 17 of Buescher. He jumped to the outside, entering turn 1. Now he's going to try to go for the lead through 3 and 4. Shoved by the 17. Does he have enough momentum to clear the 5 of Larson? It's going to be close. He does. And now Buescher, the leading car on the outside line. Dillon shoved out far in front now.
Dillon out front with help from Chris Buescher to get out there. Now Hendrick kind of slipping up on the bottom. They're going to have to re-rack it and try to recover here. Not sure if they'll be able to. More cars in the wall. Oh, big crash. It's Todd Gilliland in the back.
Blake around.
Oh!
He into Kyle Busch hard into the wall again.
Big hit. Caution waves. Wow.
Yeah, that was a big. Blake tried to make it 3 wide on the outside. Was making some ground up off turn 2. Just caught the wall right there. He got forced hit by the 88. Nowhere to go. Came down into Kyle Busch. And Ryan barely got through that one. An avoidance by the 33. And what a hard hit for the 07.
Let's go take a look at what Ryan saw. That 33 car. Just, you know, I cannot even imagine what he's feeling. Oh, wow. I feel like isn't that the second time he's avoided Blake this season spinning? It's been like, wow. I feel like the first one was at Texas. There goes Blake. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
What a save. Or not what a save, what a wreck avoidance. Ryan's truly trying to get max points tonight. Stage 1 and 2 winner. Trying to get it done. It's caught up to the field, it looks like.
He's going to line up 13th right now on the grid after avoiding that. Going to see if anybody in front of him comes down pit road. I believe he's good so far to make it at one more stop. So right now lining up 13th. Going to see where everybody else falls as they get ready to restart here.
Yeah, Austin Dillon on the front row, it looks like. With Cooper Bryant on his outside for the restart. 53 laps to go here at Atlanta. Big yawn. But
Yeah.
I can't go to sleep after this. I gotta go lock in.
Me too. Well, the front of the field, for the most part, is pretty much shuffled. We've seen Dillon work his way to the front as of late. Briscoe's been there just about all day long. But the outside line, the first 2 cars there, Cooper Bryant, Parker Kligerman, they are new to the front. Going to see what they have to offer to try to win this race.
Yep, a dog that likes Kyle Busch. That's awesome. Welcome to the chat. 13. Out. Let's get this one going. Austin Dillon and Cooper Bryant to the restart zone. Let's get this one back underway here in Atlanta. We're green flag racing once again.
Good restart on the outside by Cooper Bryant in the 30. Parker Kligerman in the 75 going to come up to shove him. Can the 30 get clear before turn 1? No, he can't. That inside line just able to rebuild ever so slightly and not let that 30 car clear. They've got 6 cars, 7 out in front of the rest of the field off turn number 2 and down the backstretch ahead. Now the field catches up and comes to the big run. There's Autumn looking to the inside, 3 wide into turn 3. Going to get it sorted back out now as Nemechek climbs the hill and Cooper Bryant takes the lead, 2-4.
Here comes Autumn on the bottom. She's trying to make some noise. Ryan's there as well, making up some time. Remember, one more pit stop for a lot of these drivers. So a few of these guys going to have one more stop to make. Look how loose Autumn is on the bottom lane. Blake stripping the top lane up top. The racing's getting spicy here in Atlanta. Down the back straightaway. Here comes the 98. Custer 3 wide. Oh, they're going to stack up. Suarez and Custer make contact. They're all going to sort it out. Blake's going to shoot the middle.
And that is terrible news for that outside line. It's going to fall back right now. Now a couple cars joining up, but that inside line really going to surge ahead. Briscoe now Dylan getting down in front. 3 wide back behind him with Autumn going down to the inside.
Oh!
Kligerman going to turn him around.
Kligerman into the outside wall. Big stack up back here. Chase Elliott's involved. No caution. 50 to go.
Big stack up back there. Going to be able to get it back going. Austin Dillon's still going to control the lead. 2 by 2 behind him. Jones pushing up the racetrack ever so slightly. Going to shove the 19 of Briscoe now to second. And Toyotas, look at this. The top 4 of the top 5 controlled by those Toyotas. And here comes Tyler on the outside trying to make some ground. Look right behind him. The 07, his teammate, is also in that third lane trying to make some room.
Look at these guys. They're making up time. They're making it up quick. Tyler McDonald and Blake Garcia. Whoa, they're up the track. Garcia's going to smack the outside wall. No yellow. He'll save it. Wow, what a big hit for the 28 for the 07 into the it's going to back his back bumper into the wall there. He's going to catch it though. McDonald trying to regain some momentum. There's Autumn, the only other player car. And there's Ryan as well.
Tyler going to go to the top line, try to get as much momentum off the corners as he can get, as if this was a traditional 1.5 mile oval. Chase Briscoe still to the lead. Autumn almost up, tagging the wall right there ever so slightly. Still now Ryan going to go inside 3 wide. Here comes Jones for the lead at the start-finish line.
Yeah, Jones wants the lead on Chase Briscoe right now, and he wants it bad. Briscoe trying to hold off a hard-charging 43 car. But I said this in the pre-race. You got to watch that those guys ripping the fence up there, man, because they're able to do that. We've seen that all night long with 47 laps to go. I expect to see a lot more of that as we get later into the run.
Yeah, you see the 3 of Austin Dillon pushing up the racetrack. He's flirting with that top groove. I was going to hit the wall right there. Loose off turn 4. Couldn't quite catch it. Look at Ryan all the way down the inside. And here comes that second pack as well. They've just about caught this first pack back to turn 1.
Yeah, Ryan's making moves. But look at Garcia. He's also making moves. He's managed to bring this pack with him. BJ McLeod on the bottom. Brian Blaney's going to smack the wall. They're all stacking up right there. Blake trying to make up some time, though, after smacking his bumper into the outside. Well, look at the move on the outside. He is just rolling up there right now.
Oh, it got so tight right there for the 07 and the 3. They almost made contact. Now Blake to the outside, way up top. He's going to look for that spot over his teammate in the 28. Still more contact behind him with Todd Gillen and Austin Dillon fighting through turn 2.
Whoa!
The 07.
Todd Gilliland, man, he's also getting really... These guys are washing up big time. Blake, though, around the outside.
Man, another close call.
Look at the battle for the lead, though. It's shuffling every which way. Ty Gibbs and Ryan Priest are going at it as well. Ryan's trying to get below Cooper Bryant right now. 3 wide, almost at turn 1.
3 by 3 has become almost a new normal here at Atlanta Motor Speedway as they race through turn 2 again. More contact behind the 34. Up into the door of the 42, I believe that is Todd Gillen. And here comes Tyler McDonald on the inside of the 28 car being shoved by the 07. They race back into turn 3 again as Hamlin pops the fence in turn 3.
3 wide off 4. It's going to sort itself out, it looks like. Todd Gillen will have the advantage to the line over that kind of backpack right there as Tyler McDonald's going to slip up a little bit and kind of slip a little bit farther back than he probably wants to be. Ryan Dude trying to get in control of this race as well.
That outside line seems to be the preferred groove right now. Elliott almost holding up to 60 of Ryan Priest. That allowed Ty Gibbs to get a huge run on the inside. As Chase Elliott a lap down right now. Stack keeps a 60. Ryan Preece is going to get caught in the middle now. Ryan trying to find his way around him. Here comes Cooper Bryant to the inside of Ty Gibbs in the 54.
42 laps to go. This is it here. We're coming down to the final 40. Down the back straightaway now. Ty Gibbs trying to make some noise in the lead. He's trying to get this victory in the bag. He's currently out front. Chase Elliott, a lap car, just trying to catch a yellow. That's all you can pray for if you're Chase. In-season tournament's going to be affected by that 9 car going a lap down right there. Hopefully get back on the lead lap and get a caution here. But right now, Ty Gibbs out front and leading in front of the pack here in Atlanta.
And you see these top 3 right now really pulling away because behind them for position, they are 3 wide battling. Blake caught in the middle. Now they get double filed back once again. That's going to allow them to maybe catch those top 3. But being single.
Whoa!
Oh, and Blake going to tag the wall. He got tagged by the 34 of Gilliland, and now his teammate Tyler almost into his door. They're all going to keep it straight, but this is not what you can afford being back in this pack like this, trying to catch up to the front. You cannot afford mistakes like this to be in the wall.
No, you cannot, and now he's going to pay the price for it. Track position, be gone, as he lost a few spots there. We'll have to see if he can stop the bleeding and put some pressure on that wound. The 07 down the back straightaway, getting help from William Byron to the inside. He goes up Brad Keselowski on him right behind William Byron now, and Tyler's going to tag the fence.
Yeah, I tried to move to the outside of the 19 car. Look at Blake go up the middle. He's going to almost go to the lead. A big gain of positions moves him to third. A massive move by that 07 car after they all stacked up in turn.
Oh, there goes Tyler! He's going to slip up. He'll save it.
What a save.
Oh, he's going to slide a little more. He'll save it. Tyler, man. This has been the night of saves here in Atlanta, man. We've seen
It
like
really
cars
has.
sideways, slideways, and they still save it. Tyler's back going, though.
It really has been a night of saves, but again, not what you need if you're running middle of the pack trying to catch your way back up. Tyler just gave all that position away. Without a yellow, he is almost certainly out of this race.
Yeah, here comes Cooper Bryant. He's out front. Ryan and Blake Garcia. Where's Ryan going? He's slipping up as well. There they are. They're trying to work together here, trying to make this happen. A small pack has broken away with 38 laps to go.
And remember that 9 car, Chase Elliott, he is a lap car, so he is not fighting for the win of this race. He is fighting right now to be back on the lead lap. Right now he clears that 30 car. He's going to be put on the lead lap, but if that 30 passes him, he'll be put 1 lap down again, and another one coming up, the 75, Parker Kligerman right in front there. Going to see if he going to shuffle this pack up even more. So really, 5 cars right now battling for this lead in this lead pack, 2 of them being lap cars as Kligerman joins the battle. Look at Blake Garcia looking to the outside once again.
Whoa, William Byron looking to the inside of Ryan New. Garcia on the outside of William Byron as well. Keep in mind now, 2 lap cars holding up the leaders. This is the battle for... Oh, there goes Ryan, 3 wide. What a move! Here comes Ryan. That's for position on Brian. Oh, there goes Kligerman. He's almost around. He'll save it. Cooper Bryant gets held up, though. Chase Briscoe will take the lead down the back straightaway. He's ahead of Blake Garcia and Ryan New.
And now they're super strung out. You see Chase Briscoe, the leader. He's got 3 car lengths back to Blake Garcia, who's got another 5, maybe 6 back to Ryan. These cars are not lined up. Now the top 3 get lined up right there. But this second pack that is super lined up is going to be catching them closer and closer every lap if they keep having mistakes like this.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ryan, okay, let's not spin each other out. Ryan's really pushing that back bumper of Blake Garcia. We heard him talk about how sketchy it is. Well, Briscoe's currently pushing the lap car of Chase Elliott. And Elliott's trying to stay out in front because he's the first car a lap down. He's not even a lap down technically right now. So he's trying to hold off everybody else in case a yellow does come out, get himself back on the lead lap. Kligerman went way far back.
Yeah, he did. He's going to hold up that second pack as well. 3.3 seconds. Now 3.4 is the gap back to that second pack from the third place running Ryan New right now. So 3.5 seconds.
Briscoe's going to hit pit
back
road.
to them as Chase Briscoe comes to pit road from third. Who's going to give up that spot? That's going to only allow 3 cars in this lead draft. One of them Blake, one of them Ryan, the other one Chase Elliott a lap down right now as they fall. So he's not going to have much to contend with these two. So these two in a 2-car tandem almost, if you can call it, if they get linked up together, they're going to try to make as much ground up as they can and pull away from this pack. But right now you see that gap back to third place, down to 3 seconds. They gained half a second that lap.
Well, they did lose a car. Keep that in mind. So these guys right now, they're ahead. We saw some more pit stops right there. Daniel Suarez is coming down pit road.
So that's what you're doing right now. So you're these guys in the top 2 right now who can make it on one more stop left. If you're running in that second pack trying to catch, you're also losing cars because there are more cars in that second pack that have yet to pit. So you're running up here, not even pushing each other. You see the 07 and the 33. They know that these guys behind them still have to all come to pit road, so they're not even worried about that second pack catching them.
Yeah, it's still one more stop. So for the 07 and the 33. So they're still gonna, mistakes still could be made on pit road. That's not what you want to happen. But these guys are in the catbird seat, I'd say. These guys are in a great position to go out and win this race. Now, that would be great. Ryan won the Clash earlier at the beginning of the Goatco season. That was a crazy finish. Oh, there goes Garcia. He gets moved by the 33 car. Probably nothing malicious, just a push gone awry. Garcia behind now the 33 Orion, who will take the lead.
William Byron in the 24 coming to pit road. He's going to give up that third spot. Gives it to Keselowski, who gets it down almost under 2 seconds now for third place. Catching this lead pack, who's still side by side. Blake and Ellie going to slow each other down right there. The 33 pulling away. Now almost down to a 1.5 seconds back. So Brad Keselowski and Ross Chastain, who are tandem drafting through 1 and 2.
This is a tandem draft race now, everybody. We're bringing it back like 2011 tandem drafting. This is crazy. 30 laps to go. The leader's fuel window should be opening very, very soon.
And Elliott is really wreaking havoc on these top 2 right now. They're trying to fight it out and push each other, but Elliott is just trying to indulge himself into this battle for the lead to get that lap back. Looking behind him in that second pack, they have all caught each other. So now 4 cars running single file to try and catch these leaders. They've got it down under a second right now to the 2 leaders who are still. Now they get lined up down the backstretch and push each other. But
Elliott to pit road.
Herbst
to pit road.
And look at Bubba catching him as Blake pulls to the outside.
Here comes Bubba Wallace. He wants the lead, and he's going to try to take it. Keselowski and Ross Chastain are here as well. Down the front straightaway to the line. I think Ryan had it there. 28 to go. One more pit stop is still needed.
5 seconds back to the next car that is not in that pack. That's Denny Hamlin running in 6th position. So the top 5 really have attracted themselves right now. The next lap car is all the way up in turn 4, so they don't really have to worry about that as 2 of them come to pit road. That's Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain. That'll leave 2 of the 4s, Ryan and Keselowski, along with Blake Garcia out on the racetrack still as they go almost 3 wide for the lead off turn 4.
There's only 3 cars battling for the lead, and they almost went 3 wide. What is this race? Ryan will get loose on the apron. He'll back off and allow Blake to break the draft now and use more gas. I do wonder, though, when the leaders are going to end up hitting pit road. Blake's going to hit pit road this time. Ryan will come with him. This is the battle for the lead. Look at Brad Keselowski. He literally just jumped everybody on pit road.
Well, that's exactly what he has to do. He was in front, so he has the advantage of seeing when the 2 behind him were going to come to pit road. And look at the gap he put over the 07. Chase Briscoe going to stay out and inherit that lead. Or no, he's going to get his lap back. Excuse me.
Oh, Blake's going to spin on pit road.
Oh, you cannot do that coming to pit road. Look at the time he gave up on the entrance to pit road. A huge mistake for the 07.
McDonald is the one who jumps him as well. That is probably a day ender unless we get a caution. Wow. Mistakes were made by the 07 camp today.
Yeah, that was just... Really, he executed that so well. Had such a good gap over the 33. Yeah. Brad out.
Changing tires currently. Ryan is off. He's going to crank it. Blake's off as well. Didn't lose too much time, but still lost a bit too. So there we go. This is going to be the race for the win. There's the pack on their outside. Not sure. Looks like everybody of those guys are lapped out because Kyle Larson has not pit. 25 laps to go. Not sure where everybody's going to shuffle out here. Have to see.
So they're really racing Chase Briscoe right now. He was the first to come to pit road. He's leading Busher, Keselowski, Cindric right now. Cindric coming to pit road. So Keselowski now, the one to beat as Larson and Bowman stay on the racetrack. They are still the only 2 yet to come down pit road. Bowman's going to take the lead from them as these 2 battle side by side. The Penske teammates, Ryan on the outside and Logano down low with help from the 88 of SVG.
Kyle Larson out front right now. He's actually on pit road here. He's going to hit pit road. Bowen, a lot of other guys on pit road. Dude, these guys just leave their pit. So these guys are actually ahead here. Where's Garcia? Garcia's way behind. He lost the draft. The Kyle Larson might have just had the... Kyle Larson's out front. Wait, no, Chase Briscoe is. What is going on?
Yeah, the 19 was one of the first to come down, so he's going to have the lead. I'm not sure where he's at in relative to the 5. Not in this pack right here, so Larson's still out behind him.
He's by himself. Caution.
Oh, man, that'll shake everything up.
Caution waves. Not really sure what happened. We're going to go on pull Blake in here. Blake, what happened?
I don't know. I think Tyler died. Might want to pull him in here.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for the tip. Tyler, what happened?
I don't know. The cars right behind Ryan just stopped heading into 1, and I couldn't do anything about it.
Emergency
I don't know, man.
brake. No, I'm kidding.
I guess so. This has been I just keep getting caught in just unlucky positions. It sucks.
Yeah, they did just stop. That's not your fault. Big hit though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was looking good though.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. It was looking really good because Ryan and I could make it to the end, and I don't know if we were the first ones who could make it or not. But yeah, tough luck. But hopefully we'll be restarting towards the front since most other cars have to pit. So.
Well, you wanted Atlanta last year, so you're gonna have to try to go get it again. Also, you bringing back the Waffle House car?
Yes, we'll bring it back for Talladega this year.
Yes,
Yeah,
I love that car.
I want to cycle it for like different southern tracks every season. So
I love Waffle House. Genuinely, it's like the best place to eat.
so next year we might do a Darlington or something. So.
Oh, that'd be a Waffle House throwback car would be so fun.
That would be pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. All right, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, that is Tyler McDonald. This just shuffled the running order, Gavin, beyond what I can comprehend. 22 laps to go here. This is it. This is kind of this is the make or break time here at Atlanta.
It is, and look at this right now. None of the player cars inside the top 10 as they run right now. Not sure if anybody's going to have to come to pit road. I don't believe they will, because Keselowski was battling with Ryan and Blake as they came to pit road. So Keselowski's going to inherit that lead. It's going to be a restart with just about 20 laps to go to settle it as the sun starts to set even more. It's going to be wild.
Yeah, it is going to be a wild finish. I believe we are choosing this time by. So going to be a crazy finish here. I believe everybody can make it now.
Yeah.
All right, have to see here at the line. All right, we're going back racing. Brad Keselowski and Ross Chastain on the front row. Ross always kind of weasels his way up here, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, but so does a lot of the other guys behind him. Look, some of these guys have not been up front. If they haven't been in the front since the start, they weren't up front at all. So new names at the front of the field like Ross Chastain, Riley Herbst has been there for a little bit. Ryan Preece making his way up there. They may just spoil this whole show.
Just depends indeed. So how is this guy going to get screwed over again tonight? Because I feel like every time something happens off a restart, Tyler Reddick is involved. So gonna have to see right now, holding a nice solid 55 miles per hour. He's currently 8th position. He started 24th, so he's been up and down all night. We'll say that.
yeah. It's almost like a ticking time bomb. Once the restart starts, he's got about 3 minutes, I'd say, handful of laps until he gets turned into the wall. We've seen that 4 or 5 times tonight, so
Yes.
wouldn't count that one out for the rest of the race, but hopefully not. Reddick, he's rebuilt that car and put a super good run to the front on. What a story that would be if he could pull off that one.
It would be a crazy, crazy story. 21 laps to go here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. The pace car is going to make its hard left onto pit road here at Atlanta. 21 laps to go. It's Brad Keselowski and Ross Chastain for the restart here to the line, into the box. We're back racing here at Atlanta.
Even restart with those top 2 cars. No help from behind with the 2311 teammates. They're going to form up with them probably about the middle of turn 1, middle of 2. Entering the corner they go. Chastain with the edge ahead. Here comes Keselowski with the shorter distance around the track. Now here comes that help from the 2311 teammates. They're both going to shove those cars in front off too.
Down the back straightaway now. Ross is going to have the advantage. He'll take the lead, and he'll drop down in front of Brad Keselowski. Ryan Dew is all the way off on the outside, trying to make some hay while the sun does shine. He'll scrape the wall, no matter. Look at the 33 car make it up ground.
This is the best time to do it when everybody's 2x2 right off the restart. You're able to rip right up against the fence. A couple laps from now, they get all spread out. Some guys will be up there blocking that lane as well. So now is the really best time to gain some spots as this pack starts to shuffle out more and more. Chastain holds the lead. Ryan's still jockeying for position back here.
Ryan still trying to make up spots. That outside move worked the first time, but did not work the second time. A guy who's in the center of it now, though. That's Garcia. Look at Ryan all the way down on the bottom. What a move. And there goes Tyler. Oh, my gosh. Chase Briscoe is on his lid.
Unreal. What a ride for the 19. Flipping through the turn. Lands on the wheels. But a huge hit into the wall for him and Tyler in the 28 as well.
I just heard my reaction. Chase Briscoe goes up and over here at Atlanta. What a flip. He flipped for a while.
Talk about the intensity. You talk about the intensity picking up at the end of these races. Oh, Tyler just gets turned into the 19, nowhere to go, and they go straight into that wall right as it shoots back out to head to turn 1. That sends that 19 car upside down for a wild ride to turn 1.
Let's go take a look at the cockpit cam of Chase Briscoe. So just nothing he can do. Gets turned by Tyler here. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. That's a wild ride right there.
I think that would make anybody sick. Look at this again.
Oh, man. Such a helpless feeling right there. You're driving in a straight line. You don't see anything happening. And then all of a sudden you get turned right to the right. And next thing you know, that wall is right in front of you. And then you don't even think you're going to go upside down. When that car starts to rotate to get upside down, it just catches you so off guard. And that car just spun around while it was upside down. He had no idea where he was going. Here's a look from the front of the car to see what happened.
Looks like Tyler comes down on... Ooh, big hit. Autumn's involved too. Looks like Tyler comes down on that 30 of Cooper Bryant. Let's go take a look at it again. He's going to come down on him, and then Briscoe just flies. Big hit. Big hit for the number... Let's go take a look at a nose cam. I know we're getting a lot of angles of this, but here's what Chase Briscoe's bumper saw as he went in the air. Oh my. This is like it's like hard to watch a little bit.
We talked about roller coasters before, and if we liked them, Chase Briscoe did not like that roller coaster.
Here we go, coming back to the green flag. It's Ross Chastain in Bubba Wallace. Here we go. We're back racing here at Atlanta. Caught that just in time.
Ross Chastain has got a Chevy down low to push him. William Byron in the 24. Ryan sitting back in the middle down there as we got about 8 cars breaking away in this lead group. Bubba Wallace trying to catch a run on that outside line, but Chastain is going to be clear down the backstretch.
Ross Chastain with help from fellow Chevrolet teammate. That's William Byron entering turns 3 and 4 now. 15 to go here in Atlanta. The intensity's about to ramp up here in Hampton, Georgia.
These pushes are going to get so much harder than they were before. Bubba Wallace shoved out front. He's going to clear the 1 car. Now he's going to dip to the inside line. Keselowski trying to do the same. He's going to stay up top, committed to that 35 of Riley Herbst. He's being shoved by Denny Hamlin off 2. Keselowski now going to sniff the draft of the 23 car. Blake shoves that 3 wide up top down the backstretch.
Blake's going to tag the wall a little bit, but no matter. That 07 wants these positions, and he's going to rip the wall to get them. That's the only place to go. You can't go anywhere else right now. So that 07 said, fine, I'm taking my business to the outside wall, and that's where he's currently residing. trying to get a help from Cooper Bryant now entering 1 and 2, trying to make up more spots as the field shuffles every which way.
Blake is trying to make that run, but that outside line is swinging so wide in the corners that no, he can't really get by him. There's just barely any room to squeeze by him up top. You see Cooper Bryant in the 30 there trying the same thing as the 07. The 05 of Larson going to pinch him up against the wall. Blake squeezes the nose in front. He's still 3 wide at the start-finish line.
Larson's going to get him in the wall a little bit. Garcia takes a big hit right there. He's going to recover, though. He's made up some spots, but not enough. 12 laps to go. He's got to continue on the charge. Bubba Wallace out front.
It probably hurts his teammate to the 23 car is shoving him out front as well.
Briscoe's
Toyota
around.
lines up 1 to 3. Stacking up on that outside line again off turn 4. They almost made contact right there. Blake going to go to the middle now with a 5 of Larson. He is still trying to get his way to the front, shoving the 43 of Jones down on the inside.
Blake got the best start of any of the player cars right now. He's currently the highest of them, trying to make up some moves. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Here he comes on Eric Jones to the inside of Jones and Larson. Can he get the passes done? It's just a freight train of cars. Not a lot of space to go, but he's going to make space. Suarez up the track under the line. BJ McLeod 4 wide in Atlanta here. He's going to have to catch it. Contact with Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
That's such a close call there as the end of the wall goes to 75 of Kligerman. He's able to catch it there. As more cars tagging the fence off turn 2, they're all pushing up the racetrack as a third lane starts to form in the middle. That's Eric Jones, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Blake jumps to the middle as well as they make their way through 3 and 4.
Blake is going no holds barred right now. He just passes in-season bracket tournament competitor Austin Dillon, and now he's slinging more positions, but he wants to do more than finish above Dillon. He wants this checkered flag desperately, and that's what he is currently working on.
Stuck in the middle as that middle lane just falls apart. Eric Jones falling back. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. up at the top. Blake now falling back as well. He's going to lose touch with this lead draft ever so slightly as Wallace gets shoved to the front. He's got Chastain and Brad Keselowski behind him coming with big runs at the start-finish line.
Yeah, Keselowski and Chastain are going to be in caution waves. Something happened to the back. Oh, Larson gets dumped under caution. Take a look.
A wild run right there since the restart. So many moves were made. That caught so many people off guard there. But Bubba Wallace was able to hold that lead throughout that whole run. Everybody else, I bet, switched spots. Oh boy, Ryan.
Is it Ryan?
He was sideways down the apron at 3 right there when you showed it.
Let's go take a look what happened. Yeah, that's when Blake forced himself to be wide right there, so this is a little later. Oh, he spun on pit road. He spun onto pit road, not on pit road. Let's go take a look what happened. Just kicked in the corner. Yeah, Ryan's. Oh my gosh!
Oh wow, Christopher Bell. Hard into the back of him was the 33, and then Ryan trying to keep it off the wall, spins it out. Not sure if he had any contact. Yeah, there was contact.
Yeah.
That'll bring the caution out with just under 7 to go. That's 7 to go.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace on the front stretch right now. Ryan was on pit road. We're going to go one more lap, it looks like. So we're going to restart with about 5-6 laps to go. This is it. This is the end of the race right here. Garcia was trying his best to make up spots, man, but it is tough back there. Everybody's so close together.
It really is. And when you can't get those big runs that you were able to earlier in the race, with everybody shuffling for position, it really hurts you. When everybody's gridlocked 2 by 2, there is no room to go up the middle. We talked about how narrow this track is. When there's 2 big grooves of racing going on with 2 big lines, you can't go up against the wall and run. You don't have any room. You can't make the lane in the middle. You don't have any room. So if he needs to be so good on these restarts and make up that much time as the leaders all lean on each other through the first couple of corners, he needs to jump right to that outside wall. That's pretty much his only chance of gaining positions.
He's currently in 18th, so it's going to be quite tough for for Blake to get it done. Ryan and Tyler are going to need a miracle to get back up there at this point because they are now kind of mired deep back in traffic, especially Ryan. Tyler's not so much, but Ryan definitely is. So They're definitely going to need a miracle to get this one done.
Yeah, Ryan, the first car, not a lap down. He's running 32nd right now. You said Blake running, I'm not sure where he is right now.
Ryan is in the back after getting involved. The
Yeah.
first lead lap car. All right, coming to the line here for the choose. Here we go. Lights are off. 5 more to go. I don't know what Ty Gillen's doing. I believe he's going to get his lap back. Yes, he is. He's just working his way around. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe no, he definitely is. I don't know what we're doing. I think Wallace just gave up, like, a ton of spots. Okay, there we go. I was so confused. All right, it's going to be Bubba Wallace and Brad Keselowski potentially going to win this race. 5 to go at the line, Gavin. This is it. Can Blake make up enough spots, or does he not have enough time?
If we get a couple more cautions and he's able to avoid them and they wreck in front of him, he definitely has a shot. But I think if it runs green right until the end, I don't think he has a shot. You see him, that first car pulling out of line on that outside right there. That's Blake. He's got that many cars to get in front of. And if they stay gridlocked 2 by 2 like that, there is just no room to make any passes. It's almost impossible for him to get to the front if it stays like that.
He's going to have to get to the outside, and he's going to have to make up as much time as possible. Here we go. Bubba Wallace. Super Speedway success has come in the patch for this 23 car. And Brad Keselowski, the 6 car for RFK Racing. He's looking for yet another Super Speedway crown to add to his collection. It's Bubba Wallace and Brad Keselowski here at Atlanta. Coming to the restart zone. We're back racing with 5 laps to go.
Everybody out of the gas. Good restarts for the top 2 cars. Wallace with a little bit of an advantage. Here comes Keselowski to side draft him back into turn 1, the higher arc for the corner. But Bubba Wallace going to have the help first. Ross Chastain coming. He got the nose ahead of the 35 of Riley Herbst. They're all going to meet up at the middle of 1 and 2 and push each other down the backstretch.
This is not what Blake wanted. Horrible, horrible timing. The field would not get going. Keselowski will take the lead. Keselowski wants it. He'll take it. And now he's out front, coming to 4 laps to go here at Atlanta.
2 cars single filed out in front of the rest of the field. Chastain and Herbst going side by side. Here comes Bubba Wallace for the lead on the outside into turn 1. He's got teammates on the outside. Riley Herbst and Denny Hamlin, his team owner.
Side by side for the lead. Off turn number 2. Blake's up there. He's in this main pack. I don't know if there's enough time, though. Into 3 and 4. Wallace and Herbst. Here they come. Right out of turn number 4. Wallace is out front. Brad's going to have to get a good run. Look at the moves Blake's making. Tyler Reddick's pushing him up the track. 2 to go.
Keselowski trying to get that low line. He looks to the outside now and fakes Bubba Wallace up top. Chastain stays in line with the 23 as they continue to work their way off turn number 2. Keselowski trying to side draft down the wall. And more cars making contact back there, but Chastain with the nose in front. Caution comes out.
Bubba Wallace is out front at the time of yellow, I believe. Or it might have been Ross. Not sure where they're going to be scored. But Tyler McDonald, I believe, was involved in that. I saw him smack the outside wall back there. Yes. Yeah, that pretty much he was just back here by himself, it looks like. Just gets involved. Oh, big hit. Carson's involved. There goes Tyler. Rough race for the number 28 car so far tonight. Garcia.
Great news for Blake.
Well, nah, Garcia only gained 2 positions, actually. Funny enough, somehow.
Right, but another caution would lead him to gain more spots as preferred to then.
True. He was at 16th, so this is going to help him a little bit. So for sure, we're going to have overtime here at Atlanta. All the good super speedway races come down in overtime, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Did we expect anything less than it in this race, though, to be honest?
I don't think so. We're choosing this time, so this is it. Lights are off. Gavin, I don't know if you're as nervous as I am, but we've watched a crazy race so far. This is it, man. Let's see if we're going to finish out with an all-time classic finish.
We might. I think we got to watch a couple of those cars. Bubba Wallace controlling the lane so well, but Ross Chastain really hasn't had his fair shot at running at the front of the field to control the lanes. He's got a Chevy up top on that outside line to push him, so the manufacturer is going to work together as opposed to Bubba Wallace and Brad Keselowski, who are not the same manufacturer on the inside line.
You know, I do wonder if that's going to affect anything, but I also wonder how Ross Chastain's nose in Chevy is going to behave at clean air. Will it drive better? Will it drive worse? You mentioned that Ross has really never had his fair shot at the lead. So that number 1 car is going to have his hands full, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to have some crazy people pushing him. Bubba Wallace trying to break a winless streak. Brad Keselowski's trying to. There's a lot of guys trying to break their winless streaks. Let's see who does it first. Bubba Wallace and Ross Chastain on the front row here at Atlanta. The pace car is going to make a hard left. Overtime here in Atlanta. Let's get it going to the restart zone. We're back green flag racing.
That outside line, well more organized than the inside. Byron almost back to the bumper of the 1 of Chastain as they enter the corner. Keselowski trying to back it up and get to the 23 as well. The inside line holding tight. The outside trying to get there. Here comes that run down low. The inside line stacked up, and it's going to jump Bubba Wallace to the lead off turn 2.
Bubba Wallace down the back straightaway is going to have help from Brad Keselowski. Ross Chastain up top. Help from William Byron into 3-4. Will they make it to the white flag? I believe they will. Off turn 4. White flag is in the air. One more time around. Can Wallace hold him off? Bubba Wallace trying to get it done. It's Brad Keselowski behind him. Ross Chastain, William Byron. Oh, we had a big crash. Huge crash in turns 1 and 2. No caution. Here comes Brad Keselowski. RFK on the bottom. Can he make it? Can he get it done? I don't think so. Bubba Wallace through turns 3 and 4. Off 4. Bubba Wallace is going to win here at Atlanta. Checkers or wreckers at the end, and Wallace gets it done for 23-11.
We talked about how good he was able to control the lanes at the front of the field and how we didn't know how good the 1 would be. It ultimately paid off that the 23 got the better push on the restart. He was able to control the lanes as we talked about, and he was able to hang on and break that winless streak in Atlanta.
What a win for Bubba Wallace. Of course, he's an AI car, so we cannot interview him. Let's go ahead and pull... We're going to go ahead and pull Blake Garcia in here. Blake, man, you were ripping the wall there at the end, making crazy moves, just couldn't get it done. Bubba Wallace gets it done, a Toyota teammate nonetheless, man. How do you feel about, you know, the subpar finish, but still a fun race?
Yeah, I had fun. When you just wait for Tyler and Ryan. They probably won't be they won't probably say it on air, but they were not happy. But I had a lot of fun. It was frustrating for trying to pick lines. I felt like every line I went to, it stopped. I was going pretty good through the middle. And then I got a good run and could go straight to the middle. And then when I got there, just didn't have any help. And I kind of just stalled out. But great day. I know I finished sucky. I finished 18th, but great day. I think I should have finished higher. I just never really got back up there after that pit stop. Kind of regret pitting so early on. Thinking all these cars are going to run out, but I should have anticipated cautions. But we'll head on into, where the heck are we racing next? Oh, Chicago. Yeah, we're not heading over there and doing good. So if anybody likes me, I'm not doing good next week.
Well,
at
guess
Chicago,
what? You finished above Austin Dillon, so your bracket is not broken just yet.
Yeah, you might want to talk to Ryan
Oh.
about his bracket.
Yeah, Ryan's bracket's probably shattered. Thank you, though, Blake, for your interview. We're going to go ahead and pull Ryan in here. Ryan... Rough race for you, man. Rough finish. Swept the stages, but just did not have the finish. Noah Gregson was your competitor, and I believe...
He beat me by 1
Oh, by 1 spot.
1 spot. That's rough.
Just didn't have enough to get it done.
Well, you're still a better driver. We know that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, man, you had a great points day. Tyler did not. That's all you can definitely take. 2 more playoff points. How does it feel, man, at the end?
I know the car was fast. I mean, we drove all the way back up to 13th on that final 4 laps, whatever it was. So,
Yeah.
the car was definitely fast. Just didn't, like always, just haven't had luck at the end of these things. And you know, I think we made the most out of our situation, finishing 13th. But I mean, I definitely think we should have had a win in our book.
Yeah. Well, man, you drove a hard race, swept the stages. Just have to come back next time. Just gets a little bit more luck on your side.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your interview. And the final guy tonight.
Something weird about tonight.
Something
hi.
weird about tonight. Yes, I would agree. Something was off about tonight. Tyler McDonald, you had to finish above Carson Hocevar. Did you do that?
I did.
Wow.
Yeah, luckily.
So Ryan's out. You both are still moving on to Chicago Street. How do you feel about next week, man, after a very rough night in Hampton, Georgia?
Dude, this is the... I said I was... This is what I was talking to Blake a second ago about, but this is the worst race I've ran in Goatco ever. I couldn't stay out of the trouble in the first half of the race because when there was one wreck in front of me, I was somehow collected in it. Or if there was someone in front of me that like made a weird move and then the AI cars reacted weirdly and then they stomped on the brakes, I was in line directly. So I couldn't get I don't think I got higher than like 15th after the stage 2 finish. So that was just a rough night. I don't know what else to say. I can't even say the racing was fun because I didn't really get to do much of it. There was so many yellows tonight, man. And I don't know. I'm excited for Chicago because finished second there to Nick last year.
Oh,
and,
did we run there?
We did last year, yes.
Chicago Street?
And
was that on iRacing or was that on?
It sure was, yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
I was on iRacing. It was actually our 3rd race, I think, on iRacing.
Wow. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, I'm excited because I love that track. I was really good at that track last year. Rob Mason with me this time around, so we'll see if he'll be putting up a good fight.
Redemption, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
For Tyler coming up next week, man. Thank you for the interview.
Of course, thank you guys. I hope it was at least half exciting to watch.
It was. It was definitely exciting.
Oh, yeah.
But we could just tell that you were just having a rough night back there. But you'll get some redemption next week. We know how you bounce back.
Hopefully so. Hopefully so.
Right.
I've always been worried I'm going to fall into one of those slumps like Ryan's in right now. So.
Nah. You're good, man. Thanks for the interview.
Yeah.
That is going to be Tyler McDonald. Tyler Miscraft. Thank you for the interview. Rough night, to say the least, for Tyler and all the player cars, honestly. Gavin, any parting words?
Yeah, you said it. Rough night for all those player cars. Looking on to next week and the streets of Chicago, maybe another rough week. We saw Tyler obviously excited to get out of Atlanta, go to Chicago. A new race is a new opportunity for him and that team. It's going to be fun. The streets of Chicago, the only street race of the season that we're going to next week, a road course. Always special here in Goatco. It is going to be a good one.
I'm definitely excited for the streets of Chicago. I'll tell you that. I might even get on track next week with these guys run practice laps. That's how excited I am for that race. So I'm definitely excited. Thank you all for watching the stream. We appreciate it. Every single one of you. Thank you for chatting or just watching at home. I'm Speed Cap Stop Motion. Gavin B.